BTaylor set me up for this. And I'm going to tell y'all why.
Hey y'all, it's Bubbles with BTaylor. welcome. Let me know, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I don't know how my signal is doing right now. Let me know. We already got a super chat. Okay, shout out to Polar Bear 65 with the $4.99. Let's start the show off right. Thank you. Your girl likes the money makers, okay? All right, y'all. So as y'all know, with Bubbles with BTaylor, thank y'all for the ones. How is my signal? Because I don't like when I'm talking and it's like pausing and I'm looking crazy. It's catching me. Okay, so let me know with the 1 in chat. Thank you, Scar Beauty. Thank you. Y'all was already getting started. Look, this is controversial, but I'm with it. I'm with the smoke. And if you don't agree, come up. Like, I'm with the smoke. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. So whoever's feeling some type of way, hold on, I'm going to post that for you guys. Actually, let me say, agree or disagree, pull up. I'm gonna put that in the chat for y'all. Did I say that right? Okay. Okay, let me pin that to the top. So, as y'all know, with Bubbles with BTaylor, I'm gonna be pouring up something bubbly. You know, I gotta present what I'm gonna be drinking on. It's the bread and butter Prosecco. Prosecco is one of my favorite bubbly drinks. Y'all, that last live, Jay Prince called me a drunk. He said I was a drunk. He said I set him up, y'all. Can y'all hear that? Wait, hold on. Let me start it over. Hold on.
BTaylor set me up for this. And I'm going to tell y'all why.
I had to play that one more time because that was hilarious. So I'm going to take my first sip of this Prosecco because that's my favorite. All right, y'all. I'm with the business tonight. I already have some people in the back that's ready. I'm going to play a couple of clips. I have people pulling up. I'm just waiting on the ladies. They're taking their time. But the fellas wanted to join me early. You know, men are on time. Women, y'all late for stuff. So I'm going to present. Who should I present first? Who should I present? Wait, hold on. You know what? I'm going to do it like this. Hold on. I'm going to do it like this.
BTaylor set me up for this. And I'm going to tell y'all why.
What's up, BTaylor?
Hey, Jay Prince! Look, Jay Prince, look.
What's
you
up?
You got to answer to that. Jay
I got
Prince, was this you? Is this
BTaylor set me up for this. And I'm going to tell y'all why.
Jay Prince.
You did set me up that time.
I set you up. Why did I set you up, Jay Prince?
Because when I came over there, you made it seem as though we was going.
You want to come on? We're gonna have this discussion. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have fun. Everybody like you, stuff like that. They like your point of view and all this. And the moment I get under there, it's like I was getting attacked by a whole bunch of animals.
Animals?
Yeah, it made me think like if we was ever decide to meet up with each other and stuff like that, and I meet up with you, then the moment I get over there, have some drinks and stuff, putting my hair down, and next thing you know, I'm getting robbed.
What? Jay Prince, hold on. Now you done made up a whole scenario. You said we going out having drinks and I set you up. That's how it felt?
Yeah.
So you thought it was like one of those live streams where it was just one-on-one. It was just you and I.
For a little bit.
Talk together.
Yeah. And it seemed like you call your dogs out. Like them niggas. You call your goons.
Who's my goons?
Robbie, she bite pretty hard. And it's a lot of pets you got that bites.
So he scared me his ass. Start saying he thought he was special. Look, Jay Prince, the day we do a show, you will be in the thumbnail. You will be in the thumbnail and you will be tagged in it.
You see how you come when you come on my show?
I've never been a special guest on your show.
But everybody that has been a special guest, I make sure that they not been attacked. Well, not in the beginning. Now towards the end,
they get attacked eventually, right?
I like people that fight back. You gotta who
you come. Look, Venus. I told him that you got to smoke for him. So I don't want to leave my other guests in the back too long. So welcome to BTaylor for the first. Well, I guess it's the first time. I feel like it's the first time Chicky Banter.
Yeah, it's the first. It's the first.
Bring me that brush.
Official invited time. Yes.
Well, welcome to BTaylor TV, my community. We want to just talk about. I know, like, look, hold on. Before I say anything, I know like Jay Prince did a live stream on me, okay, about the roster talk. I know you said you did a live stream as well. What was your What was your initial take on that situation?
So my initial take was, I think it was the fact that one, it was the multiple dating, right? Nobody ever believes when a woman says a roster, nobody believes no sexual activity. Like that's implied in 2022, so from whenever you said that, you said roster, we all thought she getting piped down. Like don't know woman have a roster and don't get piped. So nobody believes you on that.
Right.
That's not necessarily my stance, even though I have a hard time believing in myself, honestly. Then the second part of it was, how can you say you were hurt by a man who had a roster and then become the person that has a roster? Why would you take that approach?
I mean, who's really asking if you have a roster or you're talking to anybody else? Because men don't like when women ask them, are you talking to anybody else? Jay Prince?
That's a double standard because
okay, this is a double standard.
Damn it, how is travel?
Keep that same hold on. Keep that same energy. If it's a double standard, keep that same energy that women can have a roster without sleeping with these men.
How do you have a roster?
Jay Prince, why do you have a wig on?
What is going on? It's 2 minutes in the show.
This the only
time. We're barely in the show, and this man got a wig and a hat on.
This the only time we get protected. Maybe one of y'all women gonna cry for me.
This nigga a fool.
I'm gonna let Venus come up here and handle you, Jay Prince, because I don't know. I don't know.
I look. Closure.
No. You insecure. Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Jay Prince?
I'm a bad bitch.
Oh, okay. No. Jay Prince.
If we can have, and I better get the same protection BTaylor set me up for this, and I'm gonna tell y'all why.
I'm sorry, I gotta keep playing that. Look at my girl,
No way. This night can't get any more crazy. I cannot believe
What's
this.
up, Angie?
Why do you have a window?
Because this is the sign
We're
of
looking
protection.
for the ultimate protection, which is being
Don't
feminine.
come for me, chick. Don't come for me, chickie. Period. Period.
I'm flipping this up,
Hey, Angela, bitch. Hey, girl, bitch. Look at my hair. Looking good. Closure.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, we are barely into the show. Angela, look, he got me out here hot already. J Prince. Is it J Princella? Like, is it J Princess? Like, what are we doing?
Bitch, don't do me. Bitch, don't do me.
Okay,
You know this
bitch.
J
Like, I'm
Princess,
just
bad
saying,
bitch.
J
J
Princess.
Princess, the baddest bitch on the fucking net. Period. Period. Pook, pook, pook.
Oh my god. All right. We got J Princess.
There's
Hi.
no
Here's my
way.
other special guest, Kelly.
What's
Kelly,
Kelly?
That light skinned bitch Kelly thinks she just all of that. That light skinned bitch Kelly, she just thinks she just all of that because she just light skinned bitch. I'm a bad bitch too.
Did you
Niggas
call me?
all up on this.
Did you call me the B word?
No, we're look,
Let me
Prince,
fix my
J
wig.
Princess. We don't
Let me
refer
fix my
to us
wig.
women as that. Okay. Okay.
Did you call me
Kelly,
the B?
don't come for me. Don't not come for me.
I didn't call you outside your name. If you could please refrain from ever calling me the B word, I don't subscribe to that. That's not cute.
Period, Pooh.
All right.
No, he didn't.
Let's keep it moving. She had to check
We
it for
gonna
what
keep it
it
cute.
is.
I apologize. We gonna keep it cute, Kelly. We gonna keep it cute.
I just don't do the B word thing. I don't think it's cute when girls do it. When guys do it, it's not okay.
Let's get this show rolling.
All right, we got that under control. J Princess, can you please, like, the ladies, we like to have it a little classy over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna tone it down 3 notches.
Yeah, your weave got to be a little bit more expensive, but it's cool. We accept the,
Oh, don't do me. Yours came from the Value Beauty.
No,
do not do me. This is human hair, $300.
Okay, J Prince, you got that from one of your baby mamas?
This $300.
Okay, all right. Well,
if the other man
anyway,
come on here and ready and do the same stuff and put on a wig and get protected and get treated, you got black women crying for him.
All right, cool. Say that for Venus. So, since we have Kelly here and any other ladies that want to get up and join, we're going to review my back and forth with Pearl because this is where the controversy came from, where I said women should date multiple men and everyone flipped out and it went viral. Basically, I got attacked, I got bullied. This is where Pearl beat my ass, like she schooled me about dating. So I'm ready for the smoke. I'm ready for the smoke. I'm ready for men to prove to me and us other ladies who agree that women should date multiple suitors. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see. As many of you guys know, I think if I put myself on mute, so I'm going to start it from here.
So I've been in both situations. When I started dating, I would date one at a time, and I realized that didn't work for me personally because I get attached and I wear my heart on my sleeve. So I would get very upset if the guy didn't take me serious or I found out he was talking to somebody else and I wasn't. I would feel some type of way. So to protect myself, I tell other women that are like me, I say it's okay to date other men. Now you're gonna have a roster. I think it's safe to have a roster. You always gonna have your favorite, and that's the one that you give the most attention to and take serious. While the other ones, you kind of got them on standby, kind of texting them from time to time, especially when you're like by yourself and he tripping a little bit or something. You text your other roster of men, you know, to kind of keep you distracted. And you know, let the best man win, because when your favorite team player is not playing right, you kick him to the curb and upgrade somebody else.
Wow.
I like you, girl. I like you. You
But
Hold on,
if men, but if men look for, but if men look for loyalty, why would he take you serious if you have a
If
whole
he's looking for
roster of
loyalty, then
people?
he would commit to me. But I'm not
Not right.
committing to anybody
Well, it's
that
kind
I'm
of like you
dating.
have to show him what he's gonna get.
But what's
So it's like if he's getting
roster,
this already, if he's already getting like disloyalty before he's even in a relationship.
Disloyalty?
With
I don't
you.
owe no loyalty to no man I'm dating.
You're right. You don't owe it. It's not
Right.
like
And
he's
he
not.
don't owe me
not.
loyalty.
He's not entitled to it, but I think he's more likely to give it to you if you're
No,
if you're loyal
I'm
to
telling you,
it.
I've been in both situations, and that sounds nice. I wish that was the case, but I've been in both situations, and I got played every time, and it hurt my feelings dearly. Because, and then when I told him that's not fair, you're talking to, he's like, we're not together. He'll hit me with that, we're not together. So until a man commits to me and show me that he wants to take me serious and showing me consistency, the dating world is piss poor. The dating world is piss poor out there, and it's a lot out there. So you're gonna run across really messed up people that's, you know, have bad agendas. You know, they're trying to use you, they're trying to play games with you, they may have you on their roster. You don't know what you're getting until that man takes you serious and start being consistent. Then you slowly start kind of taking him serious until that man say, hey, I want to take things to the next level. You're not just somebody I'm dating anymore. I exclusively want to court you. Then that's when you, as a woman, then that's when you say, okay, I'm going to exclusively date him and take him serious until he tells me he's committed to me. It's a lot of women out here committed to men who's not committed to them. And I don't know what your situation is and how your dating world is, but I'm telling you, I've been on both.
My thing is this, BTaylor. Oh my thing is this. Few things. One of all of the men take you serious. That's one. Two, when a woman is having a dating a lot of men, giving a lot of men attention, neither one of them gonna take you serious. They're gonna treat you like a hoe. That don't look cute on no woman. This is the reason why men to be bugged out about your body count. And if you want to be a wife, you got to have wife qualities. If you want to be a man to look at you like a higher status woman or a wifey type, you got to be that from the jump. You can't just because you a woman, you entitled to all this. No, it's double standards. There's certain things men can do that y'all can't do. It's vice versa. It's a lot of stuff that women do every day that men better not even think about doing. So it seems like you willing to accept the double standards when it's beneficial for women, but you don't want to accept the double standard when it's not beneficial and then benefits the men. Y'all get away with more stuff that we can. So you need to be able to accept the fact that if you talk to a lot of men, your value gonna automatically depreciates. No man gonna respect you. No man gonna look at you as no wifey type. No man gonna put you on no pedestal. He gonna look at you like, I'm gonna just knock this down. This gonna be one of my buddies, men at home as we flip. That's the first thing gonna come to their mind. Like if you dating a bunch of men, we gonna automatically assume that you able to get flipped. We're not gonna see you as no potential wife and you entertaining multiple dudes and I know about it.
Any of you ladies want to respond to that?
Taylor, you were my girl, but I disagree with this heavily.
Okay, go ahead. That's fine.
I don't think it's healthy to have a roster for men or for women, to be honest. So maybe I understand people say it's a double standard thing, but I just don't think it's healthy. I think that we usually make up our minds on what we want when we first meet someone. It doesn't take long to know if you really like someone. You may take long to vet them out to see if they're serious or like relationship like commitment. But I think having a roster really just eliminates yourself. And if you do end up in a relationship with somebody, someone's going to be settling. And long term, it's going to be a failed relationship for men and for women. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay. And Kelly Connection.
Hi. So I actually agree with a lot of your points, not all of them. I think where people, I think they put the roster having sex.
You kind of cracking up, Kelly.
Yeah, I thought it was just me.
Can you can't hear me? Hold on, let me make
Yep.
sure.
Can we turn the volume up?
Hold on.
Hey, Kayla girl, go ahead and pull up. Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and say that if men are out here having rosters, if we lived in a perfect world, right? Of course, like that's not fair that men are not dating multiple women and busting down other women and then expecting this one girl who you haven't given your all to or committed to be straight up loyal and waste her time. Like, let's be honest, a lot of men out here are wasting a lot of women's time because they're not being honest about what their intentions are with that woman. So while she's wasting her time waiting around for him to commit to her, he's dating other women. So in a perfect world, sure. But like in reality, the reality is men are talking to multiple women. And Jay Prince even said it's a double standard. Okay, so if we're going to go with that, it's a double standard, then that means that it's a double standard that women can date multiple suitors without sleeping with any of them as well.
Can you hear
Go
me?
ahead, Kelly.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
I think so. It's a little breaking up a little bit. Go ahead.
So let me know if I'm breaking up. I'll go check the Wi-Fi. But what I was saying was I agree with a lot of your points, not all of them. And I think the issue is a lot of people equate having a roster with sleeping with others. Is that correct? Like if you say roster, having sex with like multiple
what Kelly, with men even giving other men attention, it does something to a man that's possibly want to take you serious as somebody to date to date exclusively. You giving a lot of men attention, that's gonna, even if you're not screwing them, first off, we're not gonna believe you that you're not. Second off, you giving other men, like, when we view our women, we think we getting something special. We getting something. It's like buying a car but everybody else driving it. Hell no. Especially if you want something brand new. Most girls ain't brand new. I understand that. They all used. But what I'm saying, is, if once a man want to take a woman seriously, and we look at y'all like, okay, this is mine. She only for me. She this. We take pride in that, and then we find out you talking to Cheeky, you talking to so and so. Even if y'all just talking, your value automatically go down. So
I
understand where you coming from, but
I don't
you can't speak for how men would view that.
I don't agree. I can speak because I don't know. Do you date men?
No, but I am a man, so I'm giving you from a man's perspective.
So I date men. So that's what I'm speaking from, a woman's perspective that dates men. And I'm telling you, men want the woman that other men want.
Yeah.
Woman that's sitting there at home by herself knitting you a sweater for one day when you knock on her door and realize that she's there. Like, that's not what men want. They want the woman that all the guys are looking at, but no guy can have. That's the woman every woman wants. You don't want that woman that's sitting there, holy, oh, I'm waiting in church praying for him to come. Nobody wants that girl.
Yes, we do.
No, but she's right on that, though. I think that she's on the money with that, but it's just that social media paints it out to be so extreme where it's like, y'all say y'all want good girls. There's good girls in Ohio. Nobody goes to the Midwest for these girls because they got no ass, they're boring, they're vanilla. Let's keep it real.
Look how those women get treated, though.
Excuse me?
Look how those ones, there's one that supposedly got picked that every man wanted. Yeah, we want. I can look at you. Tell what every man wanted. I don't have to get confirmation from Cheeky or no other man that look at Kelly, Angela, BTaylor, tell if other men want you. My thing is this, though. If you entertaining those other men, yeah, we're gonna try to get in. We're gonna try to get you on our bill, but we're not gonna take it seriously.
I disagree. Men are hunters.
Yes.
They like the challenge of getting the woman that every man wants, but no man can get. I think they that challenge, like, oh, all these guys want you. I'm about to knock them out the park. I'm gonna show them like who I am because I'm gonna get you.
That's giving you power.
And find out that other men were interested. It's like they're more interested than find out that men want you. They're like,
no.
Oh, there's
they do.
That's giving y'all power over us.
Okay, but it's
That's making us look like a number of fans.
Y'all like competition. Straight up, men like competition.
No, we do not. And we men, we telling you no.
Why do y'all play video games? Why do y'all play video games?
We are men.
Because we're able to escape the realities of life for just a minute to an hour. Just a minute to an hour. We get to do what y'all do with makeup. Like that's why. You get to pretend to be some little different. Like this, it's more to it than just our competition. I think what y'all want to do. I think what we're trying to do is we're trying to make men be compared to women. I don't think that's going to work. I think men are looking for ease of access when it comes to sex. So yes, while men will see other women that are attractive and desire that, that's not always their go-to, because you act as if men on a base scale level can just do the things that men of certain confidence and certain looks and value can do. Certain men can go up and find that woman attractive, have a type A personality, and be like, you know what? I want her. She the baddest in the room. But then there's men that are just like, you know what? That girl over there seems cool. Yeah. I like her. She can wallflower because I'm a wallflower. It's funny because women don't like generalizations, but are so quick to generalize what men behavior is, which I would like to consider manly. Problem is, manhood is on the spectrum, and y'all aren't factoring in that part right there. The men that y'all are talking to, or y'all would like to talk to, are the ones that are alpha and type personality, and I'm gonna go for the baddest room because that's what looks good on my on my arm. But then there's men like me that's just like, you know what? I like Angela. Angela's quiet. She over there cool and kicking it. Let me go talk to her. Let's see what life look like. And are we saying those men don't exist?
Is it because it's more comfortable and there's no competition and you don't have to worry about your ego being hurt? Like I just kind of look at it a little different. I don't like competition.
It's multifaceted.
Especially if you go for a really attractive woman, you don't understand on a daily basis. I'm pretty sure Angela, Kelly, when y'all step out, how many times men approach you on a daily basis?
But you know what, BTaylor? But you know what? What end up it's a gift and a curse for being a dime piece, right? The dime piece, yeah, you get a lot of.
Hold on, real quick. Stop. My bad, Angela. You married? My bad. I knew, you know, Kelly, and I thought BTaylor was. So I chose somebody who I thought was safe. You married, I'll go use a different name. I want no smoke, nobody boyfriend.
Here's the gift and the curse.
Look, I don't know smoke. You got it.
Here's the gift and the curse with this, right?
I'm on the internet. It's okay.
Here's the gift and the curse with that. If y'all pay attention, right? Okay, the pretty dime pieces, yeah, y'all get a lot more attention, you know, stuff like that. Men want to screw you and like to show you off and all the other type of stuff, but to take seriously, the pretty girls is the most single girls. The ones that niggas will wife up, they won't wife you. They ain't no nigga in their right mind gonna wife a woman that gets all of this attention, all this dime pieces. We don't want to wife you. We love to take you out, put you on our show to show our homeboys, but as men grow older and stuff like that, and not only that, we not going. It's this perception of y'all pretty girls that one, y'all stupid, because the only reason why y'all got by through life is because men always cater and cater to you because of whatever. So y'all didn't have to do much. So y'all don't got no, y'all stupid. Y'all don't got no
I like my comment, please.
Y'all don't got no character. Y'all don't cook. Y'all don't clean because y'all get away with a lot of stuff. Why you think 600 Pounds Wives is more married than any one of y'all pretty single women? The majority of we play with y'all, but y'all not the ones that we take home to mama. Facts.
So I hear what you're saying. I disagree with what you're saying. I think that you're saying it on like a generalized term. Let me explain. I think that there's some sort of duality that we're supposed to be carrying as an individual. I think that we're saying she should only be just boring and submissive in life. Yeah, because it's easy to be with her. But then after 5-10 years and you're just plateauing in life, you're going to want a partner that actually has some drive in life. You're saying that you don't want someone who doesn't want a lot of attention. It's because in your mind, she's giving into temptation. But if you're with somebody that does not give into temptation, that has some sort of discipline, all of a sudden it changes everything. Everybody wants to be somebody that they can show up, but you know that not anyone can touch. Let's keep it real. You don't want to be with somebody that your man, your homeboys, your family question, like, why you chose her for? Oh yeah, because she's easy, she's loyal. And then you'd be like, now you spend most of your time defending why you want a troglodyte. Let's keep it real.
Most
so
pretty women, Angela, most pretty women is easier. Like, come on now, all of that. You can resist. If you got 100 men in your inboxes, you might resist 90% of them. But what about them? Those other 10? So let's stop the cap. Like these pretty
No,
women ain't
there's no
going.
cap.
They're
Let's keep
easy.
it. No, let's keep it 1,000. Like for example, I'm in a relationship, but I work
Pay
online.
them some money,
I know.
they gone.
Did I cut you off when you were talking?
Oh, my bad, Angela. Go ahead. My bad.
Okay, thank you.
My bad.
Okay, so let me explain. I work online. I can be very combative or I can be very quiet, whatever the hell I need to be. I know when to be. Also, in a relationship, in my truest opinion, for anyone that is in a relationship, I think trust is everything. Trust isn't just something you just close your eyes and say, I hope to God she don't cheat on me. You have consistent pattern of how you interact with people online, in real life, and with your partner. I was like, so with that being said, my man knows who I am online. He knows what I do in real life. And he likes the fact that I have the attention in a healthy way, not just because of looks or whatever. I can back my shit up. Now, if I look at a man, he got all this attention. Why do you have all this attention? For being what, a baby daddy? What do you have behind you? Any finances, any goals, any drive? So when we say we don't want someone without attention, what do you mean? Because you can't handle it, because you can't back it up? My man can back it up. So he doesn't sit here and think like, oh my God, there's so many people in your DMs. Everybody has to understand it's different when you look at it from the perspective. If you're fucking with a girl who's only physically attractive, she has nothing up here. That's why so many people being her DM bothers any man, because it's like, yo, I don't trust that she can have the discipline to not entertain those guys. Now you're talking to a girl who has the looks but has a purpose in life.
All it takes for him to piss you off one or two good times,
and that person is
up and it's stuck.
But you're speaking from a deficit mindset as if the relationship is already failing. All right. So what? You get what in trouble with your boss? And you quit? If you get in trouble with your boss, you don't quit. Like you
what I'm saying, two bad combination out of women, right? If they pretty, that's one, and they got a lot of money, two, right? So a lot of times when especially when pretty women, when they think about a marriage and fantasize about a marriage, they only fantasize about the $30,000 wedding ring, the wedding with all her people there, and she got the best dress in the damn show, whatever. After that, once shit, they just dream, they just fantasize about the good parts of being married. They not fantasizing about the down times when this man gonna be unattractive because he might not making as much. He probably lost his job here and there. And one thing about those so-called pretty women that y'all saying other men want, a woman that's very beautiful and got money, she gonna take on those opportunities. That's a fact. We can sit up here pretend like that. We're gonna say what's gonna look good, but in real life, a woman with money, they get more cockier. And don't let them be pretty with a whole bunch of men is in their inboxes. So they feeling like they're a boss, right? They feel like they can do whatever they want.
Why are they not a boss?
But how many of those women are actually making money?
They bosses of other women. I think women can be bosses of other women, but when it comes to men, you are not a boss. You
gotta speak up for the other men.
A working class men.
You gotta speak up for the other
Prince
men.
represents his own thoughts and ideology.
I wish more men would think like me because Chicky, I wish more men would think like
wait. All these women on a soliloquy. And
when y'all gotta fight for them, y'all
not looking at the board. Look at the board.
Wait,
a woman should fight for you. You the one with the 6 figures, right? You the one gotta put your life on the line for her.
You ain't making no damn 6 figures. Cut it out.
I understand all that, but what I'm saying is a man has way more stuff to.
But you're speaking for men that you're not even that.
What are you gonna sacrifice for any man?
What am I gonna sacrifice for any
right.
man?
Are you gonna sacrifice your life, physically life in your day-to-day living basis for a man? So if a man say, okay, you make the 6 figures, BTaylor, you was not gonna sacrifice your 6 figures to be home and let a man take care of you. True or false?
If that man can replace that lifestyle that
okay, let's say me and you married, right? Would you put your money in my bank?
Stop. There's so
I'm the leader. Would you put your money in my bank account?
Hey Prince.
Well, let me read these super chats. Look, because Queen Sheba, hold on. Let me read this right quick. The 1999. Put J Prince in time out for 15 minutes. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh, we gonna play that PSD? Not PSD. BTaylor. I ain't think we playing that.
What do you mean? I don't even know how this works.
He having flashbacks. He got PTSD from
no, because we can't have a genuine conversation because the people inside be so weak they can't come up with
hey, Prince, you still on the panel, dog. You still on the panel. Like she ain't driving you.
Okay.
Calm down. It's okay. You don't gotta flash out about something that didn't even happen.
Okay, look, and then Queen Sheba said with the $9.99, what is a good diamond? Nobody can see.
You gonna drop me?
Jay Prince can work his way up. You got $2, Jay Prince.
I don't know. Me, y'all do whatever y'all want.
You scared to talk now?
Why
No,
you
because
wait?
you can't have a genuine
You scared of the
conversation,
boot
dog. That
system?
shit whack as hell.
Is that what we need? The boot system?
Oh,
How does that work?
What
I don't
did
even
you
know how
guys
that works.
do to Jay Prince?
oh damn, he got
I don't entertain
PTSD.
channels that
And he having his Agent Orange moment right now. Jay Prince,
No,
you
Chief,
still
I
on the
don't
panel.
entertain people channels that boot because you not having a genuine conversation. You having a
Jay
conversation based
Prince, you can't
on
be the only
You're
one
not
having a
having a
conversation though either.
conversation
You
in
gotta
good
share the mic.
So let me ask
All
you
right.
two a question. You two guys are the men here. Would you rather be with a woman that has to be with you because she needs to be with you, or she wants to be with you?
both.
I would say
It's one or the other. It's not both. This is supposed to be an annoying question for a reason.
I want a woman to need me. Yes,
I
because
want to need you.
yeah, because it's in a man's nature for a woman to need him. To like, we get pride. We take pride in taking care of our woman. We don't take pride in woman taking care of us. When, like y'all say, woman with all this money and stuff, like that don't make you desirable for a man. No, that's your own thing. But when it comes to a man, we want to show you new things, take you out on new trips, or give you something that you never had. But if you got the money, you doing all this stuff by yourself, you're not really pleasing to us. We ain't gonna really. We
Yeah,
go
but you're
to
thinking,
Walmart.
you're thinking for like the city girls. Like you're overextending on what the question
Yeah, he's
was.
implying that a woman not needing you means she's automatically experiencing all these things. I don't do that. So I would want a woman that wants me, right? Because I just think that you get more bang for your buck when desirability is high for women, right? They tend to do things out of the things they want to do. So if she wants to do things for you, you get more of a genuine love, more of a genuine thing. I've had women that have cooked because they just feel like they should cook, and I've also had women that cook because they really want to cook. They like, I want this made for you, and it tastes hella different. It's just
But
like, why you make this thing bust
because she wants to be with you, right?
Right. So the thing that I don't want to imply with somebody wanting to be with me is a lack of dutiful mindset. I think that's the issue that a lot of men have with most women today, is that they think when you make it a binary option like that, the downfall that comes with want is a dutiful mindset, which is I'm doing this because I have to and I want to. When you make it the other way around, I'm doing it because I'm doing it. Either way, nobody wants that from a man or a woman. No woman wants a man to, oh, he's only doing this because he's a man. That's what he's supposed to do. Women want to feel desired as well. Desirability on both ends makes sense. I don't know why we always, well, one side no, other side. Yeah, it's just,
So
I'm just be
Cheeky,
honest. I want you to want me, and I want
Cheeky, Angela, just to your point, when I say, okay, Cheeky, if you had a woman, right? Let's say she need her tire fixed, she need the grass cut, she need all this other type of stuff, and you, as a man, you want to provide that. That's a need, right? That's typically what women need men for. And once she said, "Don't worry about it, baby, I got it," so she get the tire fixed, she get the grass cut, she get all of this other type of stuff, which is supposed to be your manly duties that you're supposed to give to you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to help her in these aspects, but she basically showing you that she don't need you.
Why is
She's
that
showing
she
you that
doesn't
she don't
need
need you.
Okay, so as a man, sorry.
Again, no, real quick. I think what I think we do a lot of times when having a conversation, we forget that men want to do those things when they think they have a woman worth doing it for. I've heard men that come to work be like, man, I don't want to be here, but because I have a wife and kids, that is my motivation to be here. So I desire to provide for them, and that is what gets me through the day.
Right. She don't need your
talk
provision, none of that, right?
Well,
it's
not as if
she's need your protection.
It's not as if she's incapable, but she provides a desire because she does what she's supposed to do. Things supposed to be reciprocal. So when things are like that and it's a healthy relationship, desirability is going to remain, but also dutiful mindset should remain as well. You can have both.
So, okay, Jay Prince, you gonna leave if I boot you for 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Why you being a baby?
Because that shit whack, man. We having a conversation. You letting the chat control what's going on up
That's
here.
Queen Sheba. King Sheba just wants you to be calm down for like 15 minutes.
If I can't have a genuine conversation, I don't want to be nowhere I can't be real.
You can have a genuine
But
conversation after
they
your 15
letting the
minutes
chat,
is
they letting
up.
the chat control what we got going on here. So we basically gotta have a fake conversation because you
It's not a
a
fake
fake
conversation. I
conversation.
never did the boost.
don't get your money. Deuces.
It's
Really, Jay Prince?
You know, that's a real awkward
Man,
lead.
that shit whack as fuck, though.
I didn't
That
even
shit
take
whack
it off
as
yet.
hell.
You already like, I'm gonna go. Why are you pouting?
You didn't come to the chat to come up here. How's they controlling what we got going up here? We having a genuine conversation.
So you never did the boost system before?
I don't do the boost system on mine. That shit foul. That shit whack. It became now the conversation's gonna become more of a money thing.
All right, Jay Prince, you owe me $20.
Get your money. Like, come on, how come we can't have a genuine?
Jay Prince, I thought you was big baller.
You letting the chat who don't know is just watching.
Lord
Since when on what television show the chat, the viewers control what going on in the movie or whatever the spot.
Well, maybe you just gotta calm down a little bit because they just trying to neutralize the room a little bit, Jay. Like, just take a breath. Just take a breath.
We want you here, Jay Prince.
We want you here. We just trying to find.
Yeah, just 15 minutes later.
I just don't do that, man, because then I'll be afraid. No,
at least I didn't just like
be here
disrespectfully and be like, I asked you, like, hey, are you okay with that?
I appreciate you. I appreciate the way you did it, BTaylor. But like, man,
and you don't appreciate it. You don't appreciate it.
I do for you coming in and you asking me. Most people they get bought real easy.
Have I not came to your show and showed you love? Can you sit back for like?
Can't nobody come on my show and boot you off because they don't like what you're saying.
And I'm asking you, just can you sit down for 15 minutes? Because if it was somebody else I didn't know,
15 minutes, come back, dog. Come on.
Why you can't sit down for me, Jay Prince? Get a water break for me.
You're gonna be back. You're not going nowhere. We just come on.
I don't want to. You open that door. That's a man. Y'all gonna have a conversation without me. I don't support.
No, we want you here.
I'm not going on nobody's channel no more to make them money.
I made you money.
No, what I'm saying is I'm not.
I got you 1,000 followers.
Then what happened?
And you made what
would happen if I come back up next year 100? Man, okay, just do your thing. You don't need me, really.
I invited you here for a reason, so I want.
But she wants you. We just had a conversation about it.
So y'all letting the chat control the panel. That shit is foul. I've been saying it on Aaron's show, all that, but I can't tell you how to run your stuff. This your stuff. You want to make it our money, but I'm not going to support it. I'm not going to put my presence on something that I don't support.
All right, you just owe me $20. All right, look, we're gonna go with this video. We're gonna review this video because I feel like it goes into what I talked about, what we're talking about, and why this woman is encouraging other women to have a rotation. She calls it a rotation. Is that a better word, calling it a rotation instead of a roster? So I'm going to go ahead and play this video for you guys.
I met my husband at 37.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Married when I was 38. We had our son when I was 39. And I'm 42 years old now, looking back behind me to tell you all, stop taking yourself off the market prematurely. May the best man win.
May the best man win. Avoid situationships by doing this. Hello, my name is Carlin. Restoring healthy mindsets is my thing. Ladies, don't make something out of nothing if he hasn't officially asked you to be his girlfriend or made it official with you, that just because he's spending time with you, that you are his girlfriend. Don't take girlfriend responsibilities if you are barely meeting each other, if you're barely going out. This is why I say rotational dating is so important, because you'll be able to identify who is actually interested and who wants commitment and who does not. Don't put yourself in situations when dating when you're only giving one man an opportunity. If you're in the dating season of your life, practice rotational dating. It doesn't have to be 5 to 10 people. It could be 3, 4. Go on dates once a week. Challenge yourself. Find the best option for you instead of accepting mediocre behavior, mediocre attempts, mediocre efforts. Don't take yourself off the market when you've only met him once. Even when he's the most fantastic man you've ever met. You have to keep your options open. As women, we are more at risk. We are more valuable in the dating scene than a man is. Why? Because a man has an entire lifetime to start over with another woman. We do not. If the purpose is family, of course. We don't have that luxury, but we can use it to our benefit by understanding our value and choosing the best option for us when we are in the dating era of our life. Ladies, be wise.
And period. And period. I love the way she broke that down. You guys tell us we're going to hit the wall. We need to hurry up and we need to choose better. You know, don't settle. So if you guys are telling us all of these things, this woman was speaking straight up facts. We do not have time to waste. The double standard is that you guys have time to play around, and y'all could leave a situation at an older age and start over. Women cannot. We do not have that same luxury of doing that. So therefore, I think
wait.
Facts.
That's
I
not
agree
true
100%.
either.
Listen, it's not about whether ladies should have a roster or not. They absolutely should. The real question is, which apps should you use to manage it? That's what I'm here to promote.
Angela, stop laughing. Why are you laughing?
Install Asana on your phone right now and use it to keep all
Why are you laughing, Kelly?
lined up, scheduled right, so you don't have any overlap, no misconstrusions. Everything is nice. You see what I'm saying?
Which app use to manage it? That's hilarious.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I said it yesterday. I say it all the time. The reverse harem genre is going to be the new reality.
Why are you laughing, Angela?
The reason is demographics. The demographics guarantee this. Period. Sorry.
You know the one women are saying is it's supposed to be all the pretty ones.
I agree with what she said, and a lot of the reason is because you guys do say that to women. You say, "Oh, you're gonna hit the wall." You say you don't have time. So my thing is, which what I was saying earlier, I don't believe in sleeping around with multiple people. But I do believe you should be getting to know multiple people at the same time. Because let's just say you invest 6 months in a guy. You're like, okay, I think women get it twisted. Like in their head, they're like, I met him, we went on one date. Oh my God, I can see the white picket fence and the marriage and the wedding and the bells and the children. And he's just like really cool for a date. Men don't see it like women see it. I think women go into this fantasy world and they need to stay in reality. Like until a man verbally commits, until he's introducing you to his family, until he's bringing you out to meet his friends, he's not serious about you. And
but one of all,
in a woman's head, they think, oh, I'm spending time with him. He's spending time with me. He likes me. But what type of time is he giving you? A man that's serious, that's intentional, he's going to give you majority of his time. If he's not working, if he's not with his children, he's going to be with you, and you'll be with him when he's out and about with his friends.
Wait.
Right
there.
Oh,
go ahead, my bad.
Until he, because when a man's serious, he'll say, listen, I want to be with you. I want to be exclusive. I want it to be us. He will verbally express that to you. And then you know from there, okay, now I need to make a decision on, is this guy for me or not? But I don't think you should settle in your mind, this is the one, hoping that he's going to make a commitment that he hasn't actually said yet.
Kelly, one of you dating 5 men, right? And 3 of the men is taking you serious and coming to you like that. 1, 2, I don't think women is emotionally capable to even handle all of that. If these other 3 men
stop. Hey, yo, are you messing up?
What I'm saying is, and then y'all make us
no, bro, you can't know you're not gonna dominate this one. No.
We can't. We supposed to got a marry y'all with it. Hold on, hold on. I don't want you speaking.
You can't say hold on. You've been talking between.
But you want us to We gotta look at you to be married within 6 months to a year, but yet, it sounds like y'all controlling us.
Okay,
and that's not gonna happen.
It don't sound like they're controlling.
That's exactly what it is.
Wait, let's speak one at a time. Jay Prince.
Yeah, let's go one at a time, guys.
You already got a bounty on your head. Let other people talk.
Hey man, I can bounce. Shit.
Okay, bro. This is at this point because you always want to dominate a conversation.
I ain't gonna make nobody no bread. Period.
That's a normal way to weaponize position. I think that's
if I was you, I drop him.
Okay, Aaron, silly as hell.
If you're
Look,
married,
I'm gonna
That
be honest.
is already the problem, unfortunately, with the way you
Yeah.
do it. Like, if you're gonna do someone a solid, do the solid. Don't weaponize and be like, I'm doing you a favor. That's already the
Yeah,
stem
you
problem
gotta
of
go.
why the
You
relationships
doing
are
too much. I
issues.
was nice, and then you was talking too much, Jay Prince. That was rude.
I
So
I
yeah,
came up here to actually
The
address
problem is,
that.
hold
A
on
lot.
real quick.
Yes,
The
go
problem
ahead.
is, if somebody drop me, BTaylor, I will gladly wait in the back if it generates you money. No problem. So I just want to let
absolutely.
that be known. I don't believe in any form of
Thank
hating in any
you.
way. So that's just my thing. People know that about me, but
Okay, Aaron.
everybody move differently.
I
Kelly
think
and
I
the rest of the
appreciate
ladies
that.
were speaking to the fact that men are willing to compete for women, especially women of the 3 caliber and floor as well. My whole point is this. I was going to ask the ladies if they ever heard of the term dirty macking.
Mm.
You guys ever heard of dirty macking? What about you, BTaylor? No?
Yeah, I've heard of the terms.
Okay. I see Shot shaking his head. What about the fellas? Do y'all know what dirty macking is?
I see evidence of it every time I come on a panel, sir.
Shot, break it down for the people so they can understand what
Dirty
dirty
macking
macking
is when another dude tries to pour salt on your game by saying something indirectly, sneaky, trying to insinuate things that will make the women watching think, oh no, I can't date him because.
One of my favorite episodes about dirty macking is by 2 young African American ladies. They have a channel called Pour Minds, like pouring wine.
Yeah, I know them. Yeah, they're good.
And they broke it down how so many men who are friends, co-workers, etc., would go to war for them. Who can spend the most money, who can afford the most trips, who can dress the best, who can, etc., 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 just all for the attention of this woman. So I feel like a lot of men are just downplaying the fact that men are willing to compete with other men for the right woman, if I'm being honest.
You have to. It's not a matter of if they will. You have no choice, right? The women that everybody wants are in high demand, and you have to compete for them.
I don't know why y'all keep saying this.
I agree.
Like, I don't know what idea y'all have in y'all head that men want the woman everybody wants. Like, that's exclusivity has always been a thing that men have desired and looked for.
We have always seen y'all move that way, though.
Wait,
Like,
no,
y'all
stop. Don't say y'all. Say a certain sect of men, mainly slutty men. Yeah. So you sluts, you male sluts who like just sleeping around, maybe that's their goal. But there are men who don't operate in that way and would like to prefer just somebody that matches their type of energy. Hey, look, I'm not out here like that, and I prefer to not be with a woman like that. What is going on?
Yeah.
What is going on? What is this?
It turned to a smoke show super quick.
Like, let me ask you.
Yeah, Kelly, like, what the hell?
You know how, like, say, I ride motorcycles, right? I love motorcycles. If a new lady,
hold on,
shows up
we're
to
you know what?
motorcycle click,
Can we turn Shot up? I can't really hear him.
He says something on motorcycle.
Shot, turn your volume up.
I think BTaylor's turning it up because I can't really hear him.
Oh, he's on. Okay. You gotta unmute yourself. It won't let me unmute you. Hey, Robbie, welcome to the channel.
Hey, boo, how you doing?
Hey, we had to boot Jay Prince. He was getting beside himself
again. Hey, everybody.
Jesus Christ, y'all gonna make you got a show
that
coming
was
your
dirty
way.
macking. That's what cheeky. That's called dirty macking right there. Like, can you hear me?
How's that called dirty macking? Because it's the truth.
No, I don't know. I can't tell.
Oh God.
Oh
what
my
is
God.
going
Shout
on?
out to GBG. Jay Prince. Jay Prince.
What y'all got going on, man?
So Chiki, I only brought up dirty macking to argue that I'm pretty sure that Angela is married now. Kelly should be married soon. BTaylor, I'm pretty sure, be married in the next few years. But all 3 of these women throughout their lives have had men throughout their lives. Multiple men tried to court them for marriage and probably other stuff as well, right? Like I'm pretty sure that's been all of you guys' experience. Men are willing to compete for beautiful women who look good on their arm and also add value to their lives, because women who are highly sought after are highly sought after by successful men. And I mean, there's not just one successful man in their lives and their communities. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of successful men. Plus, there's social media. So somebody might see Kelly, who live in a whole different city and state, who might be a successful person who can then gain access to her, if she allows that person. So, like, you get what I'm saying, Cheeky? In my opinion, if you want a quality woman, you're going to have to compete. It's just the way it is. My bad, Aaron.
If you want a quality woman, y'all, because what's funny is early in the conversation, what was said was we don't want quote unquote good women that stay to the side and are good girls. We want the ones that aren't good. So now you're telling me the girls that aren't good are the most desirable.
I never
and
said
the ones that
it's not good or bad. They're just in demand.
Hold on, wait. So when we said earlier we want the girl that's quiet or not in the spotlight, they were saying that's not what y'all want. Y'all want the ones in the spotlight. My point was there's a separation, and there's always been a separation between two different kinds of men.
Woman that no other man wants. Like if she's sitting over there and she's the undesirable, you're not gonna just desire her because no one else. No one's looking at her. I'm gonna go take her.
There are women in homeless shelters around the
it's not
country
about
that you can go after right now.
It's not, but again, it's not about other men wanting her. It's if she herself is desirable. Like if she's pretty and nobody's looking her way, guess what? There are going to be men that take her and are happy with that. Well, why are we acting like every single man is looking at this one particular woman and wants this particular woman when that's just not the case? When most men can't even get women, so they're happy with any woman in a lot of cases. So when we start talking about rotations and we start talking about all these different things, I think we're talking about a certain type of person who can have multiple women. That's not most men.
No, but they don't know until they try.
Oh, so wait. So y'all saying most men are getting women out here?
I'm with you.
Still your girl. What is you talking about?
Well, wait, hold on. Wait, let me. I need to real quick, BTaylor, if I could. I just want to get a consensus of how many men we think are just pulling women like that. BTaylor, you think a lot of men out here pulling women?
I think so. I think they're not getting the women that they really want. But I think that it's enough easy women out here that are desperate for a man, but y'all are not getting the woman that y'all truly want, just like a lot of women are not getting the men that they truly want. So we're all experiencing almost the same thing.
Okay. Angela Knight, do you think that most men are just out here getting women?
I don't think that it's the same comparison as women. I think that women have way more options than men to sleep with. I'm not talking about marriage here. I think for men, they have less options than women. Unless you're talking about the high value guys, that's a different story.
Right. Kelly, you think that most men are just able to date most women today?
I think men with money and men who are attractive have no problem getting women. Everyone else they're the ones that are competing.
Okay.
Money, then I think you have to struggle.
Okay, Flora, I don't know if you're there or not. We'll just I'll just move on. Aaron, you think most men?
I am, but I'm probably robotic though, because I'm in my car.
I couldn't hear that last part, but okay. I think I heard you say I am, but something else. Aaron, you think most men out here can get women?
Plural? No. I think they can find a woman, and I think men kind of know where they play at. Like they know where they limits, and they like, I kind of know. I think because women see themselves in other women, they kind of not sure where they rank it. They know if their friend is prettier than them, but they don't know how much sometimes, unless it's a drastic thing. That's often not the case. So women can go up higher on a more probable basis than men. So no, men can get one woman typically every couple years, possibly.
The woman that they want. Let's be honest, because it just seems like men are able to get sex and like they are like it's not that hard. It's a lot of women that's desperate. They want attention.
BTaylor, let me prove it to you why. Right? See, if women really was attracted to men the way that men are attracted to women, we would dominate OnlyFans. Y'all don't have the same type of attraction to men the way that we have attraction to women. It's not even close. As a matter of fact, I can prove it. You rarely see attractive guys. Like if me and Cheeky was out, we was walking just downtown any big city, we would see so many attractive women. We'd be like, man, look at them. You would see one or two and be like, it's only a couple I saw. it takes so much more for a man to attract you
to be attracted
than it takes
Just-
for men to see attraction with women. It's not even close. So,
but before we like deep dive, I want to make sure I want to hear I'm just trying to get a consensus of what we think about men and their reality, because I don't think people pay attention to that. Daryl, do you think that most men, and be honest, because I know you're gonna be, you think that most men out here getting to the girls?
To be honest, yes. I think that most men.
I heard this nigga say, y'all niggas not getting no hoe. I heard him say it. He lying. BTaylor, can we charge it to the game? Can we send him to jail?
Okay. No some guy stuff. Okay, fine, Chicky. Most men are not getting the women that they desire, like BTaylor stated.
That's not what my question was. Don't play this game with me, Daryl Long. Do you think that most men today can get multiple women? You know they can.
Oh,
these niggas is bums. Stop
the
playing.
answer is no. Oh, my bad. You know.
I believe so. I think y'all wrong on that. I think y'all wrong.
Real Pookie up here lying.
Pookie.
This nigga,
I'm not. No, I'm not lying.
This nigga voice from anywhere. This my dog, but he a troll. I'm not going.
Nah, but I never say men can't get women. I say go for the women that.
I didn't say men couldn't get women. I said men get multiple women. That's the caveat.
Yeah, when you say multiple,
you think that men can get multiple women?
I think so. I don't care how you look. I don't care what your weight is. It's a woman out there for you, and there's multiple women out there for you, dog. I always say that. It's just what do you want and what you can get is two different things. Most men can get multiple women if they go for the women that wants them. That's what I believe.
And
okay,
I know
cool.
for a fact that men are pulling multiple women. If we
because
look
it's the same pool, right? It's not like you take one and she's off the market for other guys, right?
I was just talking.
So go ahead, man.
I know you be turned up with that winter fresh, but when you look at how men cheat on women, right? Men are consistently said to be cheaters, even though men are always like, "Oh, women cheat equally the same." Well, if everybody's cheating equally the same, then everybody has a roster. Everybody got somebody feeding them pasta and lobster.
Wait, you're saying that, but it's still a smaller percentage of people that are cheating. And this is self-reported. And you know how we feel about self-reported studies. We cool with it because it's a study. But if the study says 25%, only 1/4 in the same is matched, that means it's the same bottom barrel of 25%. Now the 75% means that most of them are cheating. Is what is the implication of that. So how can you say that men are out here just doing all of that when both men and women are
So this is the thing: self-reported cheaters. How many people is telling that they cheated? A lot of people don't tell the dirt that they do until they get caught.
In an anonymous way, I think more people are open to doing it. It's even when you pull people up on panels, if they don't have to have their face on screen, they'll do it. So it's people that want to hide behind anonymity. But let me ask you this, bro. Do you think the majority of money that women are making on OF is coming from guys that get a bunch of women?
Could be.
Guys,
be honest. Like we come into this conversation in good faith. Do you believe guys that you know that get women be on OF like, yeah, let me send them my money too? Like, be honest.
So guys don't be on OnlyFans getting women, but I actually chill out with a lot of guys, right? I have a lot of homeboys, right? And the homeboys that I know, they be getting their rent paid, they be getting clothes purchased, they be getting trips, they be getting meals. Not all from the same woman.
Just to get a hug.
Hey.
No, this is important though. This is important.
No. Because we're talking about rosters. We're not talking about how you deploy your roster tactics. Because some men actually don't even give no women no loving. They just mind bone them.
Look, Daniel said some of y'all don't even go outside enough to get multiple women. Maybe that's the problem.
Touch grass.
Can I ask this?
I don't hang out with bums, black girl. Okay, I hang out with, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, at the end of the day, don't worry about it. You out with some homeboys and you'll figure that out. Maybe some of the dudes that you've been dealing with had you on a roster. I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of what happens in life. Like if you're attractive and you're dating and you're not married, you have options. It's not just limited to how much money you earning.
Now, if you are super attractive, then yes, people are going to want to compete. How do people compete in America? With money. Now, some women choose to buy their dudes. It is what it is. Just like some men choose to buy women. What?
You just
that's
so
in the minority. That's so
Hey,
in the
yo,
minority.
pertaining to that video.
That's not even
Okay,
most
wait.
men.
I wanna play this video for you guys. I want to play. This is Jay Prince's best friend. He always mentioned her, so I want to play this video. Venus. Shout out to Venus for sending this to me.
Shout out to Venus.
I've got to ask you this. I'm newly single. I need wisdom from you. What do I need to do to maximize this time alone? If you could give me words of wisdom.
Best time. Oh, don't make me sit and cry on E-News. No. Yeah, look, it's the best time where you get to make yourself the lover, the friend, the companion, the nurturer, the supporter that you would want. You need to go through that. I'm dating him, I'm saying that's good. Drop it like it's hot. All that. And then you need a period where you just come down to yourself. That's what you need. And then when you are ready.
Amen.
Basically, she said when you
Good
are
job.
ready, then you are ready to like settle down for a serious relationship.
Why settle
Y'all
down?
just said y'all don't got time for that. Which one is it?
She said when you're supposed to be single. How does a woman supposed to know what she wants if she doesn't like date more? And we don't have that much time. We only have in our 20s to really just 20s and 30s to kind of just.
Taylor.
So why would we
That, though?
don't act like y'all don't know? Men be leading women on. Don't act like y'all don't know that he will have this woman to the side until he's done having fun. Then when he's done
why are
having
you
fun,
acting as if it's one way? Why I don't understand how women are able to classify certain things and make it strictly masculine. And y'all are some of the most predatory people I can think of. Do you not understand? Hold on. Do you not understand that in 2019, I think it was 30% of women were self-admittedly saying that they were taking dates for foodie dates specifically, meaning I'm extracting this man's resource time just for food and leaving him to the side. What do you call that? Opportunistic? Predatorial?
It's food, bro.
wait, hold on. I think
It's
if you're a man,
food.
I think if you're a man and you're being used for food, it's your fault. And let me tell you why before you get all upset. Hold on. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it's your fault. Because look, a woman will never give you the attention and talk to you consistently, FaceTime with you, stay on the phone with you, if she only thinks you're food, she's not texting you throughout the day. If a woman likes you, let me tell you how a woman acts when she likes you. First thing, when she wakes up in the morning, she's looking for your text message. Before she go to bed at night, she's looking for your text message. And she's going to either text you or respond to you consistently. When you call her, she's going to pick up the phone. When you FaceTime her, she's going to pick up the phone. She ain't too busy for you. That's how you know a woman is truly interested in you. If
It's the same woman that's also hurt.
Hold on. The only time you get her attention is, hey, let's go out to eat. And she's like, oh, yeah, she'll respond back quick. That's how you know you're being used. So as a grown man, you want to sit here and say, women, we need to pick better and know better. Then men need to know better when they're being used as well. Y'all tell us we need to know when they're just using
Wait. Let me say, when a man equates getting used for food to actually being with a woman and getting some coochie, that shit don't make no sense to me. What's the alternative?
I didn't just say food. I said time and resource. Do you not understand that dating takes time and it takes resources, and that people just want a good return of investment, both men and women? It's so crazy.
Buying a woman food, you want to turn over restaurant for that?
Think one way.
What you mean? How was that an investment? Because I took 3 hours out of my day to buy you some food.
So if it's not an investment. If it's not an investment, women should just pay for their own dates and just enjoy the experience of being with a man. If it's not that big of a deal.
That's not fair. Wait, hold on. You're saying we should spend our money to be with so men are not pursuers no more, right? Is that what you're saying?
It's a damn shame.
No. I'm not saying men are not pursuers. Wait. Let me ask you this, BTaylor.
and asked me to pay, and I didn't approach him, why am I paying? I didn't ask him out.
Let me ask you this. Do you want fairness
You're
in
being too
dating?
smart.
Do you want fairness in dating standards? Yes or no?
No, we don't want fairness.
Oh,
I don't want
wait,
fairness.
stop. I'm asking the woman who said that she's been played going one way. Do you want fairness in dating standards? Yes or no?
What do you
Women
mean
want
by fairness and dating standards?
Well, stop. Too many people talking at the same time. I will get to every single woman, I promise. All the men, I don't care about what y'all think, y'all niggas. I don't even know why you here. BTaylor, do you want fairness in dating standards? Yes or no?
Fairness in if you're talking to other people, I'm gonna talk to other people.
Do you want fairness in dating? Yes or no?
We're gonna go down this route. Cheeky, you know how I am. So I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know that when it comes down to fairness, if you're dating other people, you can't question me about who I'm talking to.
Oh, is that fair?
That's fair, because
So
what's
the answer
unfair
would be-
is you expect. Wait, hold on. What's unfair is if you expect me to cut off every guy that's interested in me and turn them down because of you, and you're dating other women. That is unfair.
Does that sound fair? If I were to do that to you? No.
What?
If I were to say to stop talking about it, but I'm still talking to other women, is that?
That's not fair.
That's not fair. So do you want dating? Do you want fairness in dating standards?
In that particular area, yes.
But it's like that anyway, Cheeky. It's like that anyway.
Wait. Before everybody start going crazy, Angela Knight, because I need to understand the mindset of women, right? And this is the best way to do it. You ask questions and you figure it out. Angela Knight, do you want fairness in dating standards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I supposed to say? I don't know what.
You said what now?
This is a simple question. Shouldn't everybody just say yes? Like, should it be no?
No. Guess what, Angela Knight? You're going to realize more and more when you start talking, they don't want fairness. They want selective fairness. But it's okay. Do you want dating standards? Do you want fairness and dating standards? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Kelly, I'm asking Kelly now. Yeah. Do you want fairness in dating standards? Yes or no, Kelly?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the honesty. Robbie, do you want fairness in dating standards? Yes or no?
What does that mean? Please clarify fairness in dating standards.
Fairness. But what do you consider fair?
I want you to clarify. You're asking me the question, so I want to know what you consider.
Right. Since I'm asking you the question, I want to understand, what do you think fairness is, and I can agree to that term.
Well, do you want me to be really honest with you? Do you
sure,
really want the tea?
The tea?
Okay. The tea. The tea is this. Okay, well, juice, tea, whatever, libations.
Yeah.
It's all of this, right?
You're that damn fan. I'll be thinking you getting shot at.
I'm shooting at people. When it comes down to dating is already fair, right? Because you're single until you're married. So therefore, until you have a conversation during dating that you have determined that it's time to be exclusive to one another, anything goes. That's fairness in dating.
So if that's fair, then the question is, why is BTaylor complaining about her getting played? Because that's just fair.
Well, BTaylor has her feelings and she's entitled to them. Nobody likes to lose at a game, right?
Wait, hold on. Let me speak to that. Hold on. When I said I was in my feelings about being played, as in I wasn't talking to other men. I've been asked out and I said, no, I'm talking to somebody, and I respected what was going on. I found out he was talking to somebody else, and I'm like, oh, I probably wouldn't feel that way if I didn't put all my eggs in one basket. And I would stand on that hill. That women not put all their eggs in one basket.
BTaylor, right there. Robbie says that's fair though.
Robbie says what's fair?
Your experience, he didn't do nothing wrong. That's fair. Do you think that's fair?
That's not fair. Me personally.
So wait, right there. Right there. You already hold on, wait. Right there, you have an ideological difference from two different women. You complicate it when you do things like.
Every nigga up here got an ideological difference from the other one. Cheeky, what is the point?
Yo, you are an attention star, dude.
The difference is we have a woman, the host of the show, saying what she believes to be fair. If we can't even agree on fairness, how can we continue a conversation?
Because
So the host of the show is stating what she believes to be fair. She's an individual. How she wants to run her dating game is how she wants to run her dating game. How you want to run your dating game is how you want to run your dating game. How
But
Kelly,
in a conversation,
Angela,
we need to make a basis of what's fair and what's not fair.
But listen to what I'm saying to
every
you.
time.
Hold on a
Start
second,
with
Shy.
that.
This is the thing. It's not about, in a conversation, we need a basis, because dating is not a plug and play situation, right? Dating is highly individualized because each individual dater is looking for a different outcome. Some people date because they want to have fun and they want to have experiences. Some people date because they're looking for their next sexual conquest. Some people date because they're looking for their next spouse. Whatever the intention is behind your dating navigates what is going to be acceptable in that playground to you. And the reality is everybody should shut up. Everybody should keep their options open. If a man hasn't said to you, hey, I want you to be my woman, then you're not his chick, sis. His heart is not there. If a woman hasn't said to you, I want you to be my man, that's not your chick. That's just a really good friend.
So if everybody's got their own criteria for it, which I understand, which is why I asked, I'm going to be looking for consistency. So when BTaylor says she thinks fairness is one way, but she also wants unfairness in another way, something's not making sense. Now, for you, it sounds like fairness is whatever you want it to be, which means I can do whatever, you can do whatever. That's cool, and that sounds consistent with logic. What BTaylor said, however, was I want fairness in this area, and I don't want it in this area. Now, that's not going to make sense to me because fairness is fairness.
So I have a question. The reason I have an issue with your question is because you are making it generalized, and because people are individuals, that's why everyone should have a conversation. Are conversations not being had in relationships? Like, what is this? What are we? What are we doing? Do people not talk about what is okay to you? Is that not happening when you meet someone?
Ask BTaylor. Ask the people who said they want rotations that didn't find that out after the fact.
Wait, before I ask that, Chris the Rebel with the $5 super chat. Monogamy has made men lazy. Every man thinks he's entitled to a wife. This is a damn shame. I don't co-sign nothing but cuz on panel. Then you have Gore. BTaylor, please ask the men to leave their YouTube talking point cliff notes out of this conversation. Then you have Chris Rebel with the $2. There's no fair in human interactions, gents.
I agree with Chris 100%. Thank you. Great comments, Chris.
Okay, so what was the question for me?
Are we done?
The
question was, were you asking these questions?
When you meet someone, how does it work? Do you not have these conversations? Like, if you're interested, you say, hey, I'm interested, but I'm still dating. When you want to be serious, let me know, but I'm still dating around until we have this exclusive conversation. Are talks not happening? Or do we just kind of like guess and hope?
No, I assume everybody's dating somebody else when you meet them.
I'll let her hear Aaron's thoughts on that.
Kelly, these conversations aren't happening. No one's asking, hey, are you dating others? And guess what? They'll tell you on the same panel that we was watching. BTaylor said, I wouldn't tell you I'm dating other men, but are expecting men to be telling her I'm dating other women.
You should assume they are. You should know.
But
fellas,
let's keep it G though. Like, let's keep it G on some player shit. Act like the ladies not here, it's just us. If I'm dating one of these ladies, I'm pulling a BTaylor. I'm not telling her what the fuck I got going on. You know what I will give her the courtesy of? We can go get tested together. You can know I don't got nothing, right?
But this is the thing, Daryl.
I don't have to tell you if I'm dating 5 women. You know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do me until I make it clear to you that I'm committed to you, and you make it clear to me that you committed to me. Until I get that, I'm gonna do me.
But this is the thing, Daryl. Hold on. This is the thing. I'm already going to assume that you're talking to other people. So I'm not going to even press you on what you got going on, because me personally, if we're dating, I'm not threatened by nobody else. I'm going to bring my A game. I'm going to bring what I bring and let the best woman win. And if it's not me, I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to keep it
I
moving
agree with that.
until you
I like
move up
that.
to the next step. Then it's like, hey, what we doing? But if we haven't gotten to that point of what are we doing, you do you, because I'm not going to worry about you. I'm going to do me. So the time that you don't text me and it's Monday and I don't hear from you till Wednesday, guess who got your place Tuesday? Somebody else is in my phone texting me. Okay?
So can I ask a question? Is it not like that nowadays? Like, I don't understand the dating market. Is it not like what B.
Bro, y'all
Taylor just
want to keep
explained?
playing the game.
So let me ask you a genuine question, Taylor. So let's say you're dating one guy and you get that treatment, and then like 3 guys, 4 guys later, and you still get that same treatment. Do you think that's something that you would reflect on yourself, or is it just you would say it was just men that's happens to be that way?
I think that there's like 8 billion people in this world, and you're going to run across a lot of different things. You're going to run across people that you connect with. You're going to run across people that you don't connect with. And you're going to run across people where you do connect with. The one thing about the dating game is that you could connect with somebody and be kicking it with them and cool with them and dating for 3 months, and all of a sudden they'll meet somebody else and be more interested in them, and they're going to go their separate ways. I can't get in my feelings about it. It's just the dating game. And the dating game is cold. So if you're not ready for that, you shouldn't be dating. And I think that's the problem. You got too many men on here mad and in their feelings because they can't handle how harsh the dating game is. And that is today's modern dating. Was it like that years ago? No, it was not. But when I tried to play that game where I'm like, oh, I'm just going to talk to one guy at a time, I kept getting my feelings hurt because I was expecting me and them, and I could not. I wanted to talk to them every day. They didn't want to talk to me every day because they had other people that they were talking to. So what did I do? I got caught up with modern
Can you give a
dating.
description of those men, please? Like, well, how? Like, just give a rundown of what they look like and how they behaved and how much money they made, just by chance.
Wait, what do you mean?
What do I mean? Like, if you had to write a police report and he robbed you, what would you say about him? No, don't listen. Boot her, damn it. How tall was he? How tall was he, B. Taylor?
What do you mean?
How tall was he, B. Taylor? Don't act like you don't know English now. How tall was he?
Tall as who? Which one?
Oh God.
Whichever ones you really liked. Like you couldn't, like, damn it, I wish it was this nigga here, but he a hoe. Which one was it? How tall was he?
I don't know. Like, they were taller than me. I'm 5'6", so like
B. Taylor.
I'm 5'6". They were taller than me.
And how much taller? Like a foot taller, maybe?
Yeah, they were taller than me. I don't know. They weren't the same height, but
like
I think
a
they've been
foot
the same
taller,
height
like
as me.
What's the point?
Okay.
What's the point?
The point is the men that they're complaining about matches a certain stature. They match and do certain things. How much money did he make? Was he a wealthy man? Was he was he high middle class? What was he?
I mean, he wasn't like a Jay Prince or nothing. Like, I don't understand.
See, stop doing that. See why you got to throw shots at Jay Prince? My man got a hot dog cart and he a hardworking man. Leave him alone.
Look, big bad bulls with the 20-bar drop pookie dookie. Nobody want to hear is BS on no panels. GBG for life.
Thank you, big bad bull. Get that nigga up out of here. How tall was he, and where was his tax bracket?
I don't know. I mean, I've dated men with different type of just.
What kind of car did he drive?
No. I date men with average cars, so that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
You don't know. You didn't know. You didn't know.
You're trying to, Cheeky. You're trying to look. Somebody's out of timeout, so look who's back.
What's up when you say he's not no Jay Prince? I really just think that stuff that Aaron them came up, it's a dirty game. That's for him. I think he a piece of shit dude that come up with that. You're a shyster. Yeah. And I don't, it's just stupid to me. It is what it is.
About my baby like that. Leave Aaron alone.
Jay Prince, come on now. You're
Fuck
back.
Aaron.
Look, I told you.
Protect Aaron at all costs.
Take the time out.
Protect Jay Prince at all costs.
No, not protect.
All right,
You know
look.
what? He was crying earlier, so I will.
Jay Prince, where your wig at? Where your wig at?
I ain't thinking about. I want to get into this topic. What do you mean by like he's not no Jay Prince? Like half of these dudes that be coming up here pretending like they on this high pedestal. One, why no one choose them? They not even living in life. I'm living.
Tell y'all why.
Them. I'm living a way better life than all these so-called dudes with money.
I'm sorry, Jay Prince, but
BTaylor set me up for this, and I'm gonna tell y'all why.
I'm sorry, Jay Prince. I had to play that. That was hilarious.
But when you speak on these certain particular dudes, like when you look at these dudes, when you analyze their lives, my life seemed like it's way better. Truthful. To be honest, okay, they got me on going on trips, buying these high expensive cars, but
Jay Prince, stop lying. What you talking about? You buying somebody car? You
I'm saying they buying women all these cars and stuff like that. But engaging with women and how I see how they interact with these women on here, one, they be lames, they simps. They basically got to leave with money. They got to protect them. They got to provide them all this kind of money, and I'm getting this booty for free. The same type they want to call these women that I deal with a lower class type of woman because they only dealing with me, but they will mess with those same type of women that I deal with.
Yeah, you hitting women like BTaylor, like in her echelon of class.
Well, yes, I have smashed women like BTaylor in a better status.
BTaylor trying to flex on you, but don't let her flex on you, bro.
But what I'm saying is, to be honest with you, a lot of my girls, was very beautiful, dark skinned. I had them light skinned. They all the same to me. They all got a vagina. I think all women is average. All women is average. When you really think about the essence of women, they all bring the same thing.
Kelly's face was
nurturing.
Look, Polar Bear 65 with the $4.99. Dating is like poker. Most are bluffing if they don't think that they have a strong hand to play. Gore with the $5. Hold on. Is that popping up? Gore with the $5 says BTaylor, please ask the men to leave their. Oh wait, did I read that? I feel like I already read that.
Yeah, you read that one.
Okay, wait, it's Gore. Yes, Queen, preach to these bandits.
Shout out to Gore.
I would say this, BTaylor. The reason why a lot of these women feel so special because niggas done made them feel that way. And this is the reason why I be getting on men like, dog, y'all making these women more powerful than you. In other races, the women does what it takes to chase after the men. It's only in the black race where the woman got that leverage over you. These women not bringing nothing outside of sex and babies. They not really bringing you nothing. Even the ones with college degrees and money. If you this status of men that these women that they would choose, basically a high earning men, at that point you don't need nothing from that woman outside of pussy and sex. A broke woman can bring you nurture. A broke woman can bring you love and caring, feminine, all this other type of stuff. That's what I'm saying. All women is average. The thing is with black men, the thing is with black men is y'all be so thirsty to fuck, and y'all and they leverage your thirst for vagina against you. You are the one that with the penis. They supposed to be blushing over you. You provided more than them.
Friends, you own a hot dog stand. Is that what they said?
Yeah.
So the right woman would make sure that she supported your dreams and goals and got you.
Who's talking?
That's Kelly. She's frozen. Just let you know, Kelly, you're frozen.
Oh, okay. I was like, who's speaking?
Where you had like a manufacturing plant that shipped hot dogs.
Cool, BTaylor.
A multi-millionaire. Like the right.
We're gotta bring the women up.
It's not.
Sorry,
yeah, go ahead, Kelly. I'm trying to hear you. What you say, Kelly?
Have I been talking to myself this whole time?
No, we heard you, but
no, we heard you. We heard you. Go ahead.
Hello? No, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we hear you, Kelly.
Oh, so my thing is, if I met a man and he was an entrepreneur, he had an entrepreneurial mindset, I'm like, okay, where do you want to go next? I'm going to support him in his dreams and goals, and my loyalty will assist him to the next level. You won't just stay with your one hot dog stand. You'll have 20, and then you'll have your own locations, and then we'll franchise, and then we'll get a plant where we supply the hot dogs to stores and chains across the world. So you're going to make money. You're going to be elevated if I come into your life, because the right woman isn't just vagina and babies. You're not dating the right women. If she's not elevated to the next level, if she's not helping you reach
Kelly,
a better man, then she's not the right. She's not
right.
She's the right woman for him.
I understand what you're saying, Kelly. I understand what you're saying, but typically entrepreneurs, right? I already got that in making. Like, my plan was to buy more trucks, so I didn't need a woman to come in and do that.
I bet if you had a woman by your side, Jay Prince, that hot dog stand, glizzy stand would take off even more than what it's doing, because a woman, it's a reason why men need women. Like, we think a certain way. When y'all see red, blue, and yellow, we see violet and fuchsia. Like, we see different things that y'all can't see. So that's why we're there.
I understand all that, but like, since I've been having my truck, I made my money back from my hot dog cart within the first 3 weeks, and then right now I'm into my profit.
And you could have made triple that with the right woman on your side.
But what I'm saying is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is this. Okay, men, we bring more to the table. So if you are the higher value, right? I'm not saying women is just less value, but the value that you bring, the women should be working for you. They getting millionaires for free. And not only that they're getting it all for free, they got these million and billionaires begging for them, and they not offering shit. Most people that's millionaires or high earners or got money, they don't have to have no woman to come in and leap off them. I could hire sisters with a big booty. I could hire anybody to elevate me to the level that I want to be.
Jay, what if you meet a woman who's good at business?
So when these women telling y'all what all these requirements and all this other type of stuff, no, okay, if you want to go in the requirements, let's see who's going to sacrifice the most. If I'm supposed to sacrifice, if somebody mess with you, I got to sacrifice my life. I got to walk on the side of the street to get hit by the car first before you. I got to hop in front of you for the bullet or get bit by a dog. You not doing nothing. Only thing you bragging me is, especially if you ain't trying to have no kids, what else you really got? That pussy gonna get old. Y'all know it is.
Wait, hold on. I don't have sound effects. Shout out to Melvin Elephant. Oh, we like where the money reside. Okay. Thank you.
What's up, Melvin Elephant?
Hey, BTaylor, may I?
I'm a malevolent elephant.
I appreciate it.
Elephant.
Thank you, Malevolent.
Malevolent, I'll shout out Malevolent.
That's what it is, Malevolent.
Red pill.
Right.
No, I don't know what red pill is.
Taylor, may I say something?
Jay.
Sure, go ahead.
Y'all consider it to be red pill? What's wrong with men taking pride? I thought men has pride. And if you have pride, a woman to come in and make you feel this little.
Jay Prince, let Shot go at it. What did you have to say, honey?
I see often, right?
Are you
there are
there?
women right now who are good at managing franchises and who can take your hot dog stand and multiply it. Would you want to date a woman who has experience in doing exactly that?
But that could be anybody. It could be. I don't have to date nobody.
It could be anybody, but it could be also
anybody. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, Shot. When you think about relationships, they got to bring something. A woman got to be able to give you something that you can't do for yourself. But no, what I'm saying that you can't do for yourself, right? Men bring stuff that women can't do for themselves. If they nowadays you can pay for men to do it, but what I'm saying is the nature of a man and the nature of a woman. The woman got way less to bring to be having all of these requirements. Like, who you think you are? That's because black men, y'all place them on a pedestal that you. I guarantee you, if y'all start believing yourselves and stop being thirsty of the sex and all that, stop just willingly just giving up y'all dick, they will be giving y'all. They be throwing themselves at y'all. Y'all already say once you ignore a woman, you get the booty quicker, right? So if men collectively start ignoring them, they gonna be the ones. They're gonna drop because a woman's only worth her vagina. Let's be very clear. If the man do not want nothing sexually or nothing want that woman, she is pointless. Let's be 100% honest.
I disagree with that statement, Jay, because if you're saying that that's all a man wants and that's all you can get from it, then why do men get married?
No,
then?
no, Angela. What I'm saying is, if a fat woman, if any, hold on, real quick, Dark. What I'm saying is, Angela, if any one of these men walk past a Precious, right, that's fat, ugly, but she got a good heart, she can build up their business. She got money, she got degrees, she intelligent, all the other type of stuff. I guarantee you, none of these men won't give a flying fuck how smart she is, what she got in her pocket. They're gonna keep walking like she do not exist because they not sexually or physically attracted to her.
But
okay, hold on, Jay Prince. Wait, Angela.
Angela, I ain't mad at you no more.
Wait, hold on, Jay Prince. Angela, the answer to your question is, you said, well, why do men marry them? For exclusivity and in-house pussy. Because not 100% of the time, but a part of the reason why a man proposes is to make sure you're not fucking somebody else. That's a part of our decision. Exactly. That's a part of our decision. But hold on 1 second, BTaylor.
So you get the by yourself.
Wait, hold on. Exactly. And Angela, I don't know why you were shaking your head. That's 100% facts.
No, I disagree.
Why do you disagree with that?
I disagree. You could say that's there's so many truths to one answer. If you're gonna say like that's the only reason, it doesn't make any sense because it's
also you admit that it's truth, right?
I guess
obviously, if you marry somebody, you want monogamous, so that's obviously the truth. But that's not the reason why men only get married. Because Jay Prince here is saying all you care about is pussy. There's nothing else that a woman has to offer.
Well, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. But the exclusive, I'm not saying that's the only thing that women have to offer. But when a man is having sex with a woman and he vibes with her, he catches some feelings, whatever, right? A part of him proposing is to make sure it's like marking. Yes, it's like marking your territory as a man, right? A part of it is I want to make sure she's not sleeping with anyone else but me. No, that's part of why you get married. I didn't dismiss so Angela, since you don't dismiss that, don't shake your head when I make that statement.
Because I wasn't talking to you. I'm shaking my head at Jay because I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that.
Okay, Jay, I'm not specifically saying that we only just
hold on. I want to read the super chat and then I want to hear Aaron's because I'm gonna give. I need to make sure everyone is heard. And Aaron O is patiently waiting, so I appreciate that. Eugene Steele with the $10. Let's keep it 100. Both men and women look for the best, and everybody won't get it. I agree. Both men and women have standards, tastes, and purposes. Everybody has their way of dating. I genuinely agree. Aaron, go ahead and jump in. We want to hear from you.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out because the conversation got shifted away from the roster thing. And so I don't know if we fully unpacked that or not. And it's up to you to tell me which way you want to go. But when I hear the roster thing, me personally, I think women should do whatever they think they can actually do. The only thing that I think is this: at what level, when you meet someone, do you expect them to be honest? Like, do you hold them to the standard of being honest? Is it the first time, hey, when I met you, you wasn't honest, but we stick around and you be honest after 2 weeks, so that's cool, right? Because me personally, I don't necessarily like liars. I do advocate for men to lie when women play games because they can play games too. So, whoever gets their heart broke, that's your choice. But in general, I think it's best that people be honest up front. And the thing about that is, you're right, BTaylor. You probably shouldn't tell anybody you have a roster, right? But let me ask you this. If a man finds out, do you think he will respond with, well, I beat him out? Or you think he's going to have a problem with it? Because I'm guessing you're hoping he's never going to find out. But what happens if he does?
Okay, I'll go. And then Kelly, you can go after me. So I actually have a perfect example. When I got into a relationship, I was dating before I met the guy that I got into a serious relationship with. I was dating other guys. They was taking me out on dates, different dates. We had fun. We talked, but they weren't consistent. I didn't hear from them as much. They weren't consistent. So I would hear from them like maybe a couple of times a week or whatever like that with communication. So I'm like, okay, they kind of fell off. I met this one guy. He came in. We kind of talked. I was still talking to other guys. Then he started to get consistent. There are times where I was on the phone with him and he'd be like, hey, let me call you back. And I was like, straight up, I know he's probably talking to another girl, but I wasn't tripping because I knew I was talking to other men. Then it became a point where we started going on dates and he actually was like, oh, I like her. He asked me, he said, are you talking to other men? My response was, I am single. I'm single. And he goes, okay, not worried about it. Guess what? That same confidence got him to where he went even harder for me. Like he went harder. Like he was like, hey, I want to take up so much of your time where you don't have time for the other guys. So guess what happened? Because he was showing up consistently, I started blowing off the other guys who were not as consistent. And when I popped out and we were consistent to the point where he asked me to be his girlfriend, guess who all got dropped? All of them. And they all found out when I posted
No dark
my
lady.
new man. And they're like, oh, dang, I didn't know da 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 da. And I'm like, well, he was consistent. I literally responded, he was consistent. So that they'll know the next girl that they are kicking it with, they'll know that you weren't consistent.
Okay, go ahead, Kelly, because Kelly wanted to respond, and then I want to retort.
So I'll say that I'm always on it. If I am because I'm very busy. I have a very busy schedule. So if a gentleman is interested in taking me out, I will literally pull out my calendar in front of him, and I'll be like, okay, well, any dot that you see, this is so if there's full dates, there's not a dot on it. You can choose the day that you have time for. And you're like, well, what are these dots? Some of them are meetings, business meetings, some of them are dates. And I'm very honest. Yes, I am dating. But for me, dating is not sleeping with people. It's actually going out to get to know them. It's a meeting. It's not a sexual encounter. So yes, I will tell people straight up, yes, I am dating other people. And usually if a gentleman is interested, it doesn't really faze him. It almost makes him like, oh, okay, so there's competition. Expect it. And if he doesn't want to deal with it, he'll let me know at that point. Like there's some guys like, oh, I'm not cool with that. There was a gentleman who was one of my patients, and he asked me on a date. He was actually an NFL player, and he was like, oh, I don't want to be on your calendar. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then like a week and a half later, he came back and said, I changed my mind. I do want to take you out.
So you believe in giving the option up front?
He was very aware.
So you believe in giving the option up front, not actually, because BTaylor believes in omitting it and not necessarily lying, just omitting the conversation, and you believe being honest up front.
Yeah, I think you should make an educated decision.
And I'm gonna ask you a question after Aaron goes.
Now notice the difference in that, right? See, when you this is my thing, right? I believe high in honor, right? I'm very big on that, right? See, if you like what Kelly said, I'm gonna be upfront and honest. At that point, you set a standard what your honor level is. Hey, that's what I expect because that's how I operate, right? But if you set a standard of omission, which is not necessarily lying, this is what comes to my mind, right? Because I meet people where they're at. Let's just say, the R word on YouTube, that's very much that we don't like to say that much. Let's just say a guy has a history of doing 9 years in prison for the R thing, right? But he's not going to be upfront and tell you about it, but I'm pretty sure most women would have a problem with it. See, there are some things, the rule of thumb is this: if you think somebody would have a problem with it, you should probably tell.
Because I'm for coming in from my phone.
That's how I look at it. If you think somebody would have a problem with something, you should be like, man, I wouldn't like this if it was me, so I should probably tell them because that would be a problem for me. You should probably tell them. That's why I think if somebody did 9 years in prison for the R thing, I mean, you'd probably want to know that before they omitted that information and got you deep into the situation and then be like, oh, we serious now, and then drop it on you then. That's why I'm like, it doesn't make sense to omit something and expect a level of an honest man. It just, to me, that's insane. But if you think omitting information will get you an honest man, I don't think it will.
So if you're dating someone, right, and y'all have the conversation that, no, we're not together and we're good friends, right? What is the need to have any conversation outside of that until when you revisit the topic to see if you want to take the relationship to a deeper place or not? See, it's not a lie of omission because there's no commitment until you decide to be together. As it's already been stated several times on this panel, and it's going to keep being stated. When you're dating someone, that is part of the getting to know you phase. You should be having multiple conversations. Like, you should be determining if someone is even viable to have a relationship with. When we start having these conversations, like, well, everybody should pay for their own food. It's like, okay, well, damn, you're going into the situation already, thinking negative aspects and having expectations that are unrealistic. The first couple of dates are simply that, like, hey, what are your childhood memories? What do you like to do for fun? Blah, blah, blah. So, of course, you're going to find out if someone did a stint in jail or whatever else as the dating process goes on, but you may not find out all that information on day one.
See, this is the problem, right? You believe the first 3 dates is for that. Men don't believe that.
Why not?
See.
So, what do men believe? That the first
no. See, this is the thing, right? This little dating thing, men and women have different purposes for doing these things, right? So when you say the first few couple dates, that's for you.
No, that's for Aaron.
Right, but
that's
I asked you, what's the first? So you're a man. What are the first 3 dates for men? What is that? What does that look like for y'all? What is the anticipated outcome?
Well, date 4 is that in the bed for most men. They've already stated that.
No. Aaron said the first 3 dates is not for getting to know you. It's not for
Aaron is speaking for Aaron. That's it.
No. Aaron said men. Aaron said men and women date differently.
You clearly the man. You clearly the top guy.
Nigga want commitment after appetizers. That's what these niggas want.
You clearly him, bro. We can clearly tell you the man.
I feel it. I believe it. I feel it.
Like it's okay to chime in on my talking thing. It's cool, but you don't need to. But feel free to because you him.
Because you said men. If you said Aaron, that'd be a whole different story.
Okay, so what you saying is you want to speak for men then?
I don't want to speak for anybody but me.
So then why didn't you shut up then? So why didn't you shut up then? If I wasn't speaking, if I didn't mention your name, why'd you feel the need to speak?
You said men.
Hey, Shop, remember that dirty macking thing you were talking about earlier?
I think you represent
Talk
men.
that shit, Aaron. He violating.
You represent you. That's it. Sorry.
No, he simps from panel to panel.
BTaylor, how much is it for him to throw him off for the show? How much you want?
I don't know. You know the bounty system. So
Oh,
go ahead. Thanos with the $9.99. Y'all still think men have a roster?
Hey, BTaylor, what's your cash app?
BTaylor TV.
We gonna find out who the man is today. What's your cash app? We gonna see
mighty nervous over there.
If you gonna bounce off the show or if you gonna drop that bread.
We're looking mighty nervous right now.
I'm tired of playing these games with these people. You said you him. We about to find out. BTaylor, what's your cash app? Can you put it in the bottom of the thing for me? I'm not playing these games with these.
I don't even know how it goes. It's just BTaylor TV and no.
So Aaron, what consists of being a loser? Because he overtalk you?
No, he do this for show to show, man. He got to go, bro. He got to go. So the adults can talk.
Hey, while he's doing that, BTaylor, you mind if I ask you a question?
Yeah.
It's something that I'm.
BTaylor, if you put it across the bottom of the screen,
I don't like how you said, yeah.
Y'all, I'm new to this. I don't normally live stream, so I don't even know how to do that.
Nah, you're doing fine.
Y'all gonna have to teach me.
Girl, come on, man. We trying to get you paid and you over here playing. What you doing?
I know.
Please put the cash up at the bottom of the thing, BTaylor. Thank you very much.
You got to talk your stuff back, shot. You got to be like, so what? And I got it back. Like
that nigga challenging your bread, doggy. He challenging your money game right now, doggy. What you gonna do?
Since y'all
I got kids, nigga. I ain't giving niggas.
I put it in the backpack, Aaron.
Mortgages due tomorrow, nigga. Niggas ain't getting
found
nothing
your
out of
lovely
me.
picture. I found your lovely picture. I sent you what it takes to drop somebody for the show. We gonna see if because he said he him, so we about to find out today.
Aaron, he ain't said a word.
Nigga testing your bag, doggy.
He ain't said a word.
Nigga testing your bag, doggy.
I'll go.
Okay, hey, I
know you gonna go.
Hey, bro.
I know you gonna go because right now
Talk that shit, Aaron. Get gangster on that nigga. Get gangster on that nigga. Yo, Jay Prince could come up because somebody probably gonna drop me soon anyway. But yo, why you
Rent is due tomorrow. Don't do it.
That's what
you put 150 on that nigga to drop him for the show?
Okay.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, thanks for doing that. Hey, BTaylor, this is a good time.
I was saying.
My kids need socks, nigga. What we talking about up here, nigga? Y'all bugging. You niggas is bugging up here.
Before you make your point, you might.
I gotta pay for tutors, nigga. Y'all niggas dropping $150.
Hold on, one sec. I heard that he was him. BTaylor, make sure him come back because he him, right? That's what I heard.
I'm gonna put that Cash App in there.
Yeah, drop that Cash App in the banner so people can show me who really him. Because all I hear is talking. All I hear is talking, and we can go all night. We BTaylor gonna be very rich tonight. We gonna find out who him and who not. Because I ain't playing these games with people.
I'm him, Aaron. Drop another 150 on me, Aaron. I'm him.
Aaron is that guy.
I'm him. Drop that 150. You nigga, thank you.
Definitely not him. Where he go?
He ain't
he'll be back.
We come back, shot. We got faith in we was rude. We were all rooting for you.
Not for the shot.
So as I was saying, BTaylor, and thank you, Kelly, for telling your part. Because look, I believe you. I believe, look, there are certain men they're gonna deal with that, and certain people are not, which is cool. I just think, me personally, I'm big on honor. I'm just big on it. So people that are more honest up front, it's like I have a higher level of respect for them. So that's it. That's it. I don't care if people play games, try to do whatever in their best interest. That's what most people do. But if we're being honest and you give someone the option to deal with you, that's supposed to be the best thing to do. But if you just want to get something from them and take advantage, go ahead and lie then. Omit information.
Damn.
Okay. Hey, Aaron,
hold on. That's how real men talk with their money when they challenging other men. Because you can't talk if you ain't got the bread. Okay.
Okay. Hey.
That wasn't me.
Hey,
That
Venus,
wasn't
what's
me,
going on?
boy. Y'all
What's going on,
playing Aaron
Venus?
face. He been quiet.
Hey, Venus, this is the first time I've seen you cammed up. What's good?
Venus, you look beautiful back there.
Hey.
Too.
Hey, BTaylor, hold on one second. I just had something I swear to God, I'm not trying to make a point, BTaylor. I'm curious about this, and I was hoping if you can help clear it up for me, right? On your last live, there was a segment of your show where you were expressing your grievance for men not being so forthcoming in the initial stages of dating. And they are not projecting their actual intent to the woman, right? But pertaining to you and Kelly Connection on this show, you guys are essentially saying that men must just accept the fact that we have to assume that the woman is dating multiple people while we are courting her. So if that's the case, and correct me if I'm wrong about that. I'm sorry, Kelly, you're going to correct me.
I'm correcting you. I never said.
Okay, it sounded like that's what you were insinuating because you. Well, wait a minute, Kelly, because you were making the point. Well, you know what? You don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, exercise your options. You know what I mean? And so I'm thinking that that's sort of insinuating that men have to assume you're doing that, right?
Oh, I said I'm very. The gentleman is wanting to court me. I'm very honest if I'm seeing other. But again, I said it's not a second. I'm getting to know you. We're having conversations. I'm learning your mind about different things, like what you were spiritual level. We're having conversations about who you are as an EP. And if I'm going there, yes, you're aware that I'm having those talks. But usually, what people don't understand about a roster is people fall off because I may be talking to a woman and I don't like him after a week of conversation. It's gone. But
okay, so that's my point, Kelly. No, Kelly, that's my point though. If we are supposed to assume that you have a roster, right? Then why would BTaylor or you be upset that a man isn't so forthcoming in the initial stages of dating?
But what I said, what you're missing is I'm very honest. When a approaches me to take me out, I will pull out my calendar, and he knows that there are.
BTaylor, I found my thing. I'm gonna drop down and come back up. Okay.
So I'm very
okay. All right. And shout out to Chris King. Sorry, Kelly's. King Chris Lord with the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Chris the Rebel, $2. I'm about to grab my PDA and come on the panel, Aaron. I don't know what that means. All right.
Kelly, can you move a little closer? You're kind of going in and out a little bit. Maybe it's just me.
I'm going out?
No, Kelly.
Oh, okay, Kelly. Yeah, you are kind of going out a little bit, Kelly.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
BTaylor, you it says start. Is that all this Cash Apps and Super Chats?
Huh?
My bad. Because it says start on the side, so I'm looking at. I don't know if we got them all, but it's all good.
I think so. I read some earlier.
Okay.
I know Queen Sheba with the $19.99 said, "Why y'all lying? What y'all lying over here about?" And then she kicked Jake Prince after.
Hey, BTaylor, can I ask Kelly a question right quick? I was hearing her point that she said some earlier.
Go ahead.
Kelly, when you was talking about your roster and stuff,
My
like
what?
I wanted your roster of men like that. Two things I want to ask, right?
Well, I don't have
First,
one.
huh?
I don't have one now.
I'm saying back then. So if a man got a roster and you got a roster, how would that work? And as a man, I'm quite sure you date the men that got something going good for themselves and stuff like that. What are you have? What do you have to make men fight for you in that way? Why do men got to fight for you? What do you got to bring to make men really desire to fight for you?
I know how to make a man feel like,
But any woman could do that.
no, they cannot. I know
You know how to
how
make. Well, I didn't hear you said man. You know how to make a man what?
I know how to make a man feel like a man. I know how to empower a man to get him to the next level in his life. I know how to pour into him spiritually. I know how to pray for him. I can be a good wife, a good mother. I know
Your
how to.
sound's going in and out again.
You do know that you can find that type of woman in any class, any status. They could be at the bottom status, middle
Right.
class, high class.
The reason men fight for me is because I have all those things, and I'm attractive, and I'm sweet, and I'm kind, and I have a great personality, and I'm cultured, and I'm business savvy. So I'm like a total package. If you
Do you
fight,
think? Do you do you think? Do you think that you the only outside of all that your degrees and stuff? Do you think you the only attractive woman that particular men, those men on your that's fighting for you? Do you think you the only attractive woman that they can get
I
without
think
without having to compete with other men?
I think so. I think that men will just date a woman who just looks like me.
You breaking up?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think that men date a woman that just looks like me without anything else added to it. I'm the woman that if you go into the hospital and you're paralyzed, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna be there for you. I'll walk you through it if you're burnt to death. If I love you, it doesn't matter. I'm there and I
Well,
rock
majority of women,
hard as a person. That's what I
the
don't.
majority of women that I've been with did that naturally.
So
I didn't have to fight for
J
them to
Prince,
be that way.
J Prince, 1 second. So Kelly, are you saying that if Aaron O boots you off the panel, you saying you wouldn't let that happen to your man?
I don't really care about this stuff. I'm here for BTaylor.
No, but my point being, there was the guy on here that was on the show just a second ago. He said he was the man. He got booted off. If that was your man, you wouldn't let that happen. That's what you said.
You guys are talking about frivolous, talking about real life. So I'm talking about my mother and father were married for 38 years, and my father had a stroke. He could no longer protect and provide the physical that you men always say that's what women are after. What kept my mother rocking with my father after he couldn't protect and provide? It was because they had a genuine connection. It was because there was a spiritual connection. Because she loved him no matter what. I'm talking about a real woman. I'm not talking about this ride or die drug gang stuff.
Are you saying you never cheated on a man before?
Absolutely not. I don't believe.
Never in your life.
I will break up with you before I'll cheat on you.
Sometimes they break up with you for a week, go cheat, go mess with another man, then come back.
I don't believe in that.
Sounds like projection, J Prince.
I'm just saying, like life experience. Like I don't really think she got much to offer based on what she's saying. That's why I say all women is average. I place her in the average category because everything she named, I get that from a woman that working at McDonald's, and typically the woman with lower money and stuff like that, they usually give you the traits of cleaning, cooking, being supportive, loving.
But that wouldn't make her average, though. You actually described an above average person.
The reason why I make her average because is more women that offers that than none. What make you high value means the less of you make you more valuable. Diamonds is valuable because it's hard to
Let me
get.
go get my phone. I'm sorry, I can't do this.
She's not exclusive.
Wait, but why are you making her like have to qualify herself as if you like she's trying to be?
Because Venus. What I'm saying is, reason why I say all women is average because when you hear what they bring to the table, she's not bringing nothing that no other woman has said that she brings. She's not exclusive. What make her high value? What make you high value is something that you can't just reach on a damn near everyday basis. What she's saying she bringing to the table, most men can reach on an everyday basis.
Do you have a woman like her? Since she's so
I have had women like her.
She easy to get. She's average, right? So do you have a woman like that?
But it's certain attributes that she's not stating, though. That the negative, she only stating the good stuff.
Then you're not listening.
Your sound again.
Proper. It sounds kind of a little choppy. Angela, did you want to jump in there, baby? I know you've been kind of quiet lately.
Oh, you know, Jay, he going on his diatribe and all that good
Look,
stuff.
I heard Patty sent the $1, but you know, I can't see. I think he blocked me or something because I can't see anything that he says in the chat.
Oh, that's strong. Well, yeah. So the thing with Jay is, I think you're trying to look for things that can be bought. I think the best things in a relationship are you can't buy it. So I would have to say that men live off of the premise of being respected. Women want to be loved. Without a man being respected, he will not give you love. Without a woman giving a man respect, it's just a whole cycle. So if we're not going to look at each other and find out what we're looking for, you're going to sit here and go in this whole circle, this whole toxic of naming materialistic shit, and that's really not what it's about. That helps in a relationship of what Kelly was naming, but if I don't respect you, you're not going to love me. And if you don't love me, I'm not going to respect you. So it's like a whole cycle that's never going to happen. And we're not even talking about that right now. We're not the same. We have the same things, but our priorities in relationships are just different.
All I was saying, Angela, you make a good point. I'm not disputing that the point all the way. All I'm saying is, because I see people in the chat not understand what I'm saying. All I'm asking her, she said she put men on a calendar list and all this other type of stuff. And I'm saying to myself, what has she got that's so? Because if you're gonna be doing all that type of stuff, you gotta be bringing something that exclusive that I can't just walk outside and go get. And the reason why I asked her this stuff, the stuff that she's offering is so basic.
Just tell us.
She offering the basic stuff that most men can get from women on an everyday basis.
So what is the special thing that you need? Just tell us it.
That's why I'm asking her. What about her will make her be so appealing for men got to fight for her?
So you don't know.
Well, actually, Venus,
It's up to her to tell us if she basically treating us like a fan, if she's a celebrity, she got to be offering something that I can't just go get on a regular basis. She making herself seem like she's exclusive, and based on her answer, she's basic.
And also Venus, she did say, "I'll pray for you," but I can get my mama to go pray for me.
Allow me to speak.
Right, my sister, my daughters, them to pray for me.
Okay, so since all the answers are wrong, tell us what is the answer?
I was gonna ask that. Like, have you ever been married? Have you ever met a woman you wanted to propose to? Where are these women?
I have met women that I want to propose. Actually, I almost got married in a 5-year relationship that I was in when I was 21. I bagged up because I really don't trust women like that. Based on my life experiences, though, I project my life experiences about onto her.
So you're speaking from hurt. That's what you're saying.
I'm not hurt because I was one doing the hurting.
No, and
I'm speaking on.
Oh God. Who said who hurt you?
Oh,
why y'all be trying to trigger men like that?
This is the thing. Why are women even answering that question? Right? And it's no shade to anybody, and Thanos got him too in the super chat. So that's like a whole hour. But
it's an hour already. Plus
that's
15. Hour 15.
Damn.
Oh, I didn't even see. Dang, I didn't even see that. Hold on.
I know, BTaylor. That's why I was telling you check your cat. Check your super cat.
You gotta run the show, BTaylor. Come on now. You gotta
hey, girl, get your money. We're trying to get her rich. She don't want to be rich. What's wrong with her?
I need to start hosting.
We done gave her the blueprint. We done gave her money. What she want us to do? Can we get some submission?
That'll see me with the 1999, the Land of Misfits Bandits. Bye, JB.
So, Taylor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My sister wanted to know if she could say something. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Iris, sorry to interrupt, guys. I think one thing that's really concerning me.
You gotta put your face in the camera. We talking to your eyeball right now.
Sorry, guys. I think hi, gorgeous people. I think one of the things that are concerning me in the conversation is we focus so much on attacking each other. Thought process, concept, and I don't feel like we're listening to each other enough and working on each other's healing, because I really want to see everybody live a positive, healthy life, and we waste so much time arguing with each other. Nobody's getting any real solution. What the guy Jay Prince is really upset with is he doesn't trust women. He's had so many traumas that he's projecting onto other women. He's sitting here attacking Shayna, asking her to qualify for what? They're not dating. I need that brother to get healed so he can find the right one in his life.
But wait a minute.
I got a
wait a minute.
question.
I'm so sorry. Wait. I'm so
Iris,
sorry. Kelly, your sister. Oh, I'm sorry, Trigger Mike. Just real quick.
Yeah, let me ask
Listen,
you.
I don't disagree with a lot of what she just said. However, not everything Jay Prince is saying is completely invalid. There are some nuances to the sexual dating marketplace that he was bringing up about a woman's projection on the initial aspects of dating, about what women have to offer, that are valid questions. And it's only, you're not healed as a man when men start to press women and ask them what they have to bring to the table.
I wasn't
yeah.
I said us. I didn't say.
Yeah, but we all know what you really meant, though.
No, I don't.
You said that, but you were talking about women, though.
Wow.
Go.
I think you speak for other people and you project what you're thinking. I'm very qualified to speak, say what I have to say on mine. I did really mean that we all need to work on our own. So we very think. I am not talking.
The sound's a little choppy. Can y'all
Yeah,
hear
you're going
it?
in and out a little bit. Yeah, move a little closer. I'm sorry.
For him,
and I'm sorry, Trigger Mike, for interrupting you. Sorry.
For him to say all women are vagina is with that thought process.
Well, the thing is that a lot of y'all think all men is a wallet, so it's just tit for tat.
And that's the whole point Shayna was making. That I don't think that listen. Right. Care about just what's in the wallet. We're talking about being are present.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You are cooking, and there ain't no audio.
Yeah, the audio is not working.
I don't disagree with everything she said. I don't disagree with everything she said, guys.
The one thing I will say to that is that not only do I agree on the we need to heal, but when she said, "Have we tried talking?" Have you? I would love for everybody to drop down so she could try talking to Jay Prince. I'll send another 50 to bring him back up.
I wanted to say something. I literally said, okay, so just give us the solution then. He could not do that.
Well,
so
I think what Kelly said was pretty accurate about a woman on a higher level. I don't know why he was disagreeing with that. He was saying all women are bringing that. All women are not bringing that.
They're not bringing that.
So
that's why I had to kick his ass off.
Kelly said, but I wasn't about to go yell back and forth about it. I don't know what he was talking about.
His point, I think his point is all women have the ability or the opportunity to do it, but what he fails to realize is that the ones that do it is what makes them different, right? So like he's saying these things can be done by any woman, but the problem is they're not being done by any woman. As a matter of fact, a lot of women aren't doing enough self understanding in order to bring it
I
out.
disagree wholeheartedly.
I'll add this to what
I
you
think,
with what?
Hold on, real quick, Robbie.
I can't talk because everybody's so loud on this.
Sorry, let me add this to Cheeky. So it's not even that all women have the ability to do it. It's that only some women do it on a consistent basis. Because what we see is some women do it for the wrong dude, then they never do it again. I did that for the last man. I'm not doing it. So the women who are typically we call top tier are the ones that will do it no matter what. It's a part of their character. They will cook. They will see if you're good. They will bring you stuff it's a part of their character. That is not all women. So Jay Prince was capping on that one.
Wait, can I finish? Real quick, Robbie. One sentence, I promise, because they all cut me off as soon as
I understand, sis. Go ahead, beautiful.
I was saying that the exchange between her and Jay Prince, and then me just asking him the question flat out. Then, okay, what do you want? And you can't answer that. There lies the problem. I won't say none of you, but a lot of people spend more time complaining. But then when you get someone who says, okay, hey, just tell me, what is the solution? What do you want me to do? They have no answer. So how do you get anywhere with somebody who doesn't even know what they want, but want to spend all their time complaining about what they don't like? But then when you ask them, hey, what do you like? They can't tell you what they do like. How does that work?
So this is the thing, right? And I need for people to understand this. I'm not even going to limit the comment to men or women. Stop qualifying what it is that you do in a relationship to strangers that you're not ever even going to go on date one with. Almost everybody on this panel can tell you. People ask me all the time, well, Robbie, what are you? None of your business. I don't know. Whatever you think. And then some more stuff. Because I'm not going to answer those questions to you. You're not qualified to receive that answer. That's number one. Number two,
most people will do all of the things that it is that is required to maintain a healthy and happy relationship for the person that they want to be with. The reality that a lot of people need to just come to grips with is that person most oftentimes is not you. And it's usually not you because you don't know what it is that you require. You don't know what it is that you desire. You don't know how to recognize red flags when you're starting the dating process. And you have to spend time by yourself. And you do have to kiss a lot of frogs and a lot of toads, a lot of, say little princess mushrooms or whatever until you find the right fit, which means that it's going to be a growing pain. Grow up. It's a bunch of adults that are on these platforms, and the whining and the temper tantrums are pedantic to me. Like, enough already. If you can't handle rejection, if you can't handle that someone might just not be that into you, then you should stay locked away in a closet until you resolve your inner turmoil and you heal your inner child. Otherwise, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay, so then, okay, you know what, Robbie? So then we black men should never hear that niggas ain't shit ever again in our fucking lives. If what you say is right.
So, Robbie, this
even
is
if
the
you
thing
hear
about
it,
this
why
whole
would that
dating.
affect you if it's somebody
This is
that's
the
like
whole
not
thing
valuable?
about this dating concept. So when I came up, I read that BTaylor still believes women should have a roster. I don't necessarily disagree if we were talking about the courtship process, but we definitely shouldn't be talking about dating because you don't have to kiss a lot of frogs or a lot of mushrooms. If you're courting, it is actually 100% okay for a woman to be courted by multiple men. Okay?
So the difference is that, like, you
But
men
hold on,
think
hold on.
that.
Let me just get this last part out. But if you're dating, that brings about sexual pressure, right? All of that stuff. So you don't have to do any of that. Women choose to do it. Men choose to do it, right? Because it's freeing. It's a part of the liberal, liberal sex culture. Okay, so they don't have to go through all of that to find the right person. In fact, it takes away from them being to get to know the real values and characteristics of a person they could be with long term. Because everybody's trying to fake it till they make it to get what they want out of the relationship in the short term.
Okay, but this is the thing, right? You and other men out here say, "Oh, courting, dating." What is courting but dating? The fact remains that y'all feel because you go on a date that is an entree to the secret garden. That is not necessarily the fact. And y'all recognize that fact when you say, well, women want to get something different out of dating than men want to get out of dating. Women have no problem going on dates and getting to know you with no expectation of sex.
Because they don't have to pay.
Please do not interrupt me. My God, today I've been quiet for an hour and a half.
You're right. I apologize. You're right.
Thank you. So anyway, like I was saying, and men feel like, oh my God, if I bought you dinner, that means I have to have sex with you. I'm sorry. Even if you spent $500 on dinner, you are telling me now that your financial equity to vagina is $500, which means that you will sleep with the $500 hoe. Sex is priceless. So let's stop putting a dollar value on sex.
Well, B, can I say this? And this for all the men up here. This for all the men up here. Let me say this. When I got with my wife, the reason I got with her is because she told me no. Nigga, I had to fight for that. I had bitches. But she was something I seen that was worthwhile. Y'all scared of that?
I will say this though, Robbie. Courting is not dating. Absolutely not. So it's not dating. It's not. What women have made modern day dating into, is something that they get to exercise their freedom in. Hold on. Courting actually requires somebody that knows better than you to be involved. Courting requires you bringing over that person to your mom's house, your mother and your father's house, or to a barbecue with your family, rather than demanding a nice restaurant on the first date. Those are completely different things.
This is the thing,
right? Hold on. Can I talk to the man real quick?
Can I since he was addressing me, can I address the statement that was made to me? You can go back in and tell these people, and how you got your
and Pookie, watch your language, because I didn't catch what you said, but somebody said you said something crazy.
What'd I say?
So
I don't know. Don't say
anyway, the truth is that I actually have been quiet. Trigger Mike, don't try to do me. But the point is this, right? Who really cares? If you as an adult need someone to hold your hand through the dating process, you are doing adulting wrong, right? That means that your parents potentially have made you miss psychosocial markers. That means you have not spent any time on the couch to reevaluate yourself. I don't think that dating is about a sexual liberation for men and women. I think people that want to be freaks are going to be freaks. People that want to get it popping are going to get it popping. And people that want to hold their mule will hold their mule. Look at Cheeky. Cheeky dates. He's still a virgin. He's not giving it up to anybody. So that would disprove your whole entire theory by
It would not.
itself.
It would not. How
It
many
would.
men have? Oh, hold on. How many men and or women have self control like Cheeky? Now, let me disprove your point in a very few points. Who is your celebrity crush, Robbie?
I don't have one.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Okay, so no.
Really?
She like the man from India.
We know who her YouTube
No, I
crush
don't.
is.
No, you don't.
We know who her YouTube.
I don't
crush
have
is.
one.
He gotta go. He gotta go. Pookie
You're
gotta
a grown
go.
woman.
Who do you
all right?
think my YouTube
Damn.
crush is?
If I brought Ali up here and was like, look,
Me, because I'm an Indian man.
Nah. I know who
You said celebrity.
She couldn't even hold her face together. She's like, oh.
No,
shit.
I'm laughing at Cheeky. Ali is not
All
my
right.
YouTube crush because I don't have one. To be quite frank with you,
Oh,
you know
damn,
what?
y'all know
I'm
when
not.
a woman lying
You
when her
almost.
voice
Ooh,
change?
you almost got me. I almost.
Get it out of
voice
her.
change.
Push,
Yeah, I
Sugar
almost
Mike,
told
push.
you. I
But
almost told you. I don't have a YouTube crush.
Nah, but let me put it this way. So, do you
Mhm.
think that a woman has a weakness for a man she is really, really attracted to?
I think that women that have been raised to value their vagina and have been told since they were old enough to understand English, there is power in the V. No matter how much they like a guy, if they don't have that commitment, they are not going to open up them legs.
Not true. I think we have a whole culture of single moms that let you know that's not true.
That doesn't mean that their mother. No. Because, like how I said, women that have been raised
Yes
to know
or
the
no?
power of
Yes
the
or no?
V. I don't know them. I don't know her. I know women that know the power
All
of
right.
the V.
So women have a weakness for men. And do you also think that it's smart for these women, even if they're grown? And I mean, let's say 25 years old. Do you think it's smart for a woman to occupy an intimate space with a man whom she is carnally and severely attracted to by herself and think nothing's
So
going to go down?
I have counter questions for you.
Yeah.
Since men
After you
are
answer mine.
since men are so well known to be easily fleeced of their money, since men have so much of a problem spending money on dates and proving that they have any proclivity to provide or protect, should men, especially young men, be anywhere in close proximity to any women without adult supervision?
I will answer your question if you will first answer my first two.
I really don't. I mean, I know you want me
Like,
to
how
have a
you just gonna
crush on
skip
you.
2 questions and then ask me a counter?
Well, first of all, I
Should
think if a
women
woman
be
does, you know what? I'm gonna answer the
Okay.
question for you. If a woman has enough fortitude and self control, she can be in the same space with any man. Really.
Oh God, we're doomed. We're all doomed. I don't even want to talk no more.
I mean,
We're
Trigger
doomed.
Mike, you've never had a woman be attracted to you, be smelling all good, tasting like mangoes, peaches, and papayas,
And you
and
know
then
what?
walk away from you
And you
until
know
you
what?
know.
And she gave up the draws, Robbie.
So you've never had a woman walk away from you until you know.
She wouldn't be in the space otherwise. Robbie, this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. To
Shout out
answer
to
your
all the
question-
women that leave
No,
men
hold
on
on.
thirsty.
To answer your question, Robbie, I do not believe men should have that privilege either. I believe if men were denied that privilege and a woman being told, I require commitment, I require you to meet my father, I want marriage in my life, and I will not let you compromise me or my virtue to get me. Like Pookie said before y'all removed him, that is what makes a man want you for marriage.
Exactly. But the point is, right? People have full capacity to be in an intimate setting, smelling all good, looking all good, oozing sex, and to walk away from each other. The reality is, so many people in today's modern society don't understand the sexual component and nature of their physical human body to know how to control it. So what you are speaking to is people that lack control. If you don't have
Is that most
control,
people? Is that most people that lack control?
I don't know. I know I hear y'all complaining about a lot of people that lack self-control, but I know this, just like with epigenetics, if you lack self-control, you can teach yourself to learn how to control yourself.
So
you can do anything for 21 days and it becomes a habit.
Let me explain why most people lack self-control as a husband. Do you know how I don't cheat? Because for some reason, women think that men get married and all of a sudden we're like, I have no eyes for any woman. That's not how it works. I deny myself putting myself in the situations to cheat. That is how you do it. My nature never changed. If I don't really have celebrity crutches then. No, there's one South African chick. If she was to rub her hand across my pants, do you think I'd be like, huh, Jimmy, don't stand up? No, I'm not gonna have a reaction to
But
it.
you'll
No.
tell Jimmy that your wife is worth not getting.
That's what you think.
Look, Mrs. Trigger Mike.
Yes,
but I don't put myself in position for my Jimmy to get rubbed by other women. That's what I'm saying. Okay. We don't.
Hey, Kelly Connection's sister. Oh, I'm sorry. Kelly Connection's sister was making a point before she was going in and out. Did you want to finish that point?
Yes, Iris.
If I could speak to what Trigger Mike said, I think he's in agreement because I practice court. He's right. You have to. You have natural reactions to things, so you have to set yourself up in settings that won't allow certain things. And as women, and there's certain times of the month you have to be a little bit more high. You have to call a friend. Hey, just want to let you know I'm going to go see a friend. I'm going to go to a public setting. Look, it's that time of the month where I'm super attracted to this person. So you do have to protect.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it is. You have to tell the guy straight up, like, hey, I believe. If they want to be part of that,
we gonna have to change her name to Kelly Non-Connection.
Yeah, baby.
You might have to go. You might have to drop and then come back in. You might that'll fix it. If you drop and then come back in, it'll fix it.
If you
got
guys
a
go,
laptop or something,
go into your settings and make sure your mic, make sure it's picking up the correct mic because it is chopping.
Or real quick, drop the camera just to make sure it's not a bandwidth thing. Drop the camera and talk.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
It's better.
Say like a sentence.
It's better.
It's better. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys.
It's actually better. Yeah.
Yeah. And really just wanted to, like you said, finish up the thought. Just for me, I think you all have. I think everybody in this panel has a lot of wisdom. It's not like just hearing you guys all speak. I think sometimes a bit of some of the panels, we have these brilliant Black people come together, or minorities, or I saw there was some diversity on the panel, but we have people that obviously people are listening to you, your voice all the time. They're following you on social media. And it is nice that we have some of these conversations, but sometimes I really hope that we'd start steering it more towards each other that healing, because once one of us receives healing, then we know to turn around and help somebody else. And obviously people are coming to these panels because they're looking for solution, direction, instruction, and they're hoping that it's a conversation. So sometimes if we could spend a little bit less time
it's very hard to understand. Is it just me?
Well, no, wait, Kelly, you are cutting up, but I think that what you're essentially saying is a part of the issue. See, the thing about it is a man's life, everything ain't about healing. Women have the luxury to have everything be about healing. Men have to go out and perform and try to compete with other men and be our best selves with or without healing. If we're not healed, the society, women, doesn't look at us like, oh, it's okay. You weren't able to pay this gas bill. You're not healed, so it's okay. No, we have to go out and perform anyway, and we have to internalize some of our issues and work through them because society doesn't care about our issues. And so that's the difference between men and women. A lot of women project their thought process and their luxuries of life onto men. And you guys keep doing this where you're projecting your thought process and your experiences as women onto men. Okay, when men walk out the door, when they experience the environment and the missions they have to do and their objectives, it's totally different than a woman. I'm not saying that women are not don't have objectives, they don't have ambition. What I'm saying is that it's just different. So when all these women, all these years have this idea, oh, I need to pursue healing, that's fine. I'm not saying men shouldn't pursue healing as well. But that's not the thought process in every man's life, because we have to perform whether we're healed or not.
I have to call cap on that, because there's so many women that are not spoken for. There's so many single women. There's so many single mothers that have to deal with trauma, bad decisions, healing from that, raising their children, going to work every day. They got to pay their own rent because ain't nobody paying it for them. Even though y'all think that all women are on social services, that's actually not true, especially not in our community. So
No, you're right. Some are on child support. You're right.
Yes, because child support averages $435 a month, and yes, that's paying rents that are over $1,000. Absolutely, absolutely. But the thing of it is, right? Women have to go out and work and be present every day and still find a moment. Wait a minute, Darklight. They still have to find a moment. I'm trying.
No, I understand. I wasn't saying that. I know that women work hard. I know.
Cállate la boca. Por favor, tranquilo, all right? But you go to the gym, right? So when you have time to go to the gym, you could also have time to go on like Therapy Now or whatever therapy app and have a text conversation with a therapist and have a phone conversation with a therapist. See, the difference is women will worry about their mentality because they don't have a choice, because if their mind is not together, right? If they're raising children, the little people underneath of them are all jacked off. Right. But even if there's just them themselves, they can't actually deal with whatever's going on in their body or anything else if their mind is not on track. With men, y'all, and I just did a show on this the other day about y'all testosterone and testosterone bad. Woo, 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 right? Because when y'all feel that in order to fit into society and be an alpha male, you have to go to the gym. You have to work out. Oh my God, you can't cry. And y'all tell this to each other. Women tell y'all all the time, go ahead, cry. It's all right. We got you. It's good. We respect it. You're like, oh no, you're not a real man. If you cry, suck that up, boy. Suck it in, boy. So y'all don't deal with y'all emotions and y'all go to the gym and y'all turn that into aggressive, dominant, animal anger. That's on you, bro.
First of all, I don't like that impression at all, Robbie. At all.
Well,
testosterone is bad. Woo, woo, woo.
Do you think
No,
that
but besides that, I don't understand why we seem like women are so good at this, acting as if they're okay and for men mental health to be the main ones to make a emotional jab at a man when he's vulnerable in those moments. Like again, it's something that I don't believe that women say. They say these things in a way to placate, in a way to, hey, like I'm for men in the slightest of ways. But every man has had an interaction with a woman where vulnerability, whether it be emotional or mental, has backfired because they take those moments and opportunity to throw it back in his face. Or they take those.
But
they take those moments.
Robbie,
Wait. Hold on, wait. You just said.
I'm gonna put your head on
You're
my
saying
chest,
we do.
okay?
You said we're doing the same thing, but the fact that you even have an outlet and it's accepted makes it very different, right?
Yes.
If men don't have an outlet and we don't have an opportunity to do those things, and let's say everything Robbie just said is true. We go to the gym, do all this. We don't go talk to therapists, and then we try to talk to somebody, and then the moment you try to talk to somebody, go, why he crying? Women have said they've been turned off because men are too emotional, or he's cried in front of them. Women have said that women have said that it's so ugly. The moment I saw him cry, I didn't see him attractive anymore. Women have made it very clear. Don't say no. Women have made it very clear what they don't like, what gives them the ick. They've made these things public. Men have also given their experiences.
If it's a
Men
man
have
that we
also
care
given
about,
their experience. Men have also given their experiences.
No, BTaylor, you said if it's a man that you care about, but what you really mean is if the
men have also given their experiences, and we come to the conclusion women don't care. They just be saying that shit.
Lies.
Well, it's very
I've had men
unfortunate.
cry in front of me, and I felt bad.
There was an interview.
Did you fuck them, BTaylor? I'm sorry, I know that's an inappropriate. I'm sorry, but were you physically attracted to them though?
Hold on.
I was in a relationship with them.
Listen. This is not something that we're just making up. When I say we really have conversations with other men about this, and now to confirm it, women are actually coming out and say it. Earlier, maybe last week, there was an interview where a girl who was with an MMA fighter. He said, well, how did you feel when he got knocked out? She said, I was turned off. He got knocked out, and then he cried, and then he was in the back, like down about it, and a tear went down his eye. And she said, I wanted to break up with him. We know that as men. All of our weak
Oh
moments
my God.
will get criticized, but y'all swear we can cry on your show. It's okay,
That's
baby.
because
We
she's
know
with him
better.
for the wrong reasons. If it was a
We
man that
know
I
better.
cared about that was
We
like
know
that, I'm
better.
gonna be there rubbing on his shoulders, like,
Men,
baby, it's
don't listen to
okay.
him.
Like,
Well, if he on
this
your
is the
roster, how we know
thing.
you care about him? If he not number
If he's on
one,
my roster, I'm not there. Support. I'm not. That's too intimate for one. Like a roster is somebody I'm not committed to. If I'm there at your sports event as your support, I am. That mean I care about you in some sense, and there's some type of commitment.
No,
So
they're
this
trying
is
to
the
look good
thing.
and be on camera.
Stop
They're
using.
trying to look
Stop
good and be on camera in
using.
that Gucci outfit. They don't care about
Stop
me.
using the one anecdotal. Oh my God, she said she was turned off when he got dunked down. That's all women. Okay, the reality
you,
is this,
Robbie.
and I'm
Okay.
gonna say this. I am
Has your
going
man
to
ever
say
got knocked out in front of you?
I
Gerald, you know what you're
am
doing, bro.
Has your
going
man ever got
to
knocked out in
say
front of you,
this.
Robbie?
Excuse me?
Has your man ever got knocked out in front of you?
Actually, I used to date a professional boxer, and he did get
And
knocked
he got
out.
his ass knocked out
Mhm.
in front of you?
And she
Yeah.
used to
That's why
date.
you're not with his ass now.
She
Get out my
used
That
to
is
date.
not. That is not. You know what? Oh my God.
that's why
See,
she like Indian men because they be in Punjabi fighting
how you know
scenes.
he wasn't
I ain't
Tigers.
fighting
Indian? How you
nobody
know
else.
he
Hey
wasn't
Robbie,
Indian?
I want to make something. I think you made a great point earlier, right? And I'm not. I think it was a good point. I think you were right. The way that men deal with things, right? We you know, pertaining to certain societal pressures, we might think, okay, I'm gonna work out my issues at the gym. Okay, maybe that's the solution. Maybe that's what I need to do. But those hours that we're spending at the gym, I think you were right when you said we could actually apply some of that time to maybe seeking therapy. That's true, right? However, I feel like it's still a lack of empathy toward the pressures that men have in society and how we have to react to things differently than women will. Because that's all me. I think me and Chiki are trying to project that.
Okay, y'all got
We
it.
get a
You're
different.
right.
Okay, we might have this. You and me, Robbie, might have the same emotional issues, but society is going to react to those emotional issues where we are experiencing differently based on our sex. And so that is the point that I feel like a lot of women don't understand today in these times. That's all it is.
So let me say this to you, right? Because y'all be working my nerve. Y'all be working my nerve. I'm gonna say this one time, one and done. Life is not fair. How society looks at you is not fair. Both men and women can come up here and speak ad nauseum as to what factions of society vilifies them and treats them horrendously. The person that you choose, however, to be in your corner, to be in a relationship with, and to build a future with should be your absolute peace. So therefore, you should choose wisely. You're going to have people that are going to abuse you. Women can come up here and say, oh my God, I cried in front of a man and he laughed in my face. Just like men can say the same thing. This is a pendulum that swings both ways. And as you go through all of the people that are not for you, you should be getting closer. Each and every relationship entanglement, you should be getting closer to the best version of the person that you want to be your forever person. The thing that is alarming to me is how many of you get stuck on one note. Why do you keep replicating the same problem and choosing the same type of person that doesn't show up for you, that doesn't care about you, that isn't there for you? Do you not know any lesson? Of course you don't. That's why you keep repeating the same damn test.
Is that men or women?
Wait.
That is people in general. Y'all got this.
She's speaking in general. She's speaking in
Y'all
general.
have this twisted ideology where everything has to be male or female. I wish that I could, for one moment, step into that mindset. When I look at relationships, I look at them in a realistic manner. There's a man in a relationship and a woman in a relationship, or two men or two women or whatever. And both those people tear down the relationship or build it up all the time.
So realistically speaking, you can't tell us, you can't say to men, don't use that example of women that you were vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable to, blah, blah, blah. And then in the same breath, say that men have rosters when there's only the certain amount of men y'all was messing with. In most cases, because we keep trying to tell y'all this.
Messing with y'all ex. Let's be real. Y'all still.
See? Yes, you go. Look, this is what I'm talking about. See, doing stuff like that. So if Robbie, I'm not saying you're doing this. What I'm saying is, while you were saying don't make the mistake of one woman, every woman a mistake. And women in the chat were agreeing. I was watching to see if they were going to be like, yeah. Sure enough, they were cheering you on. Yeah. But when I sit here and say the men that you all are dating that have rosters, exceptional men, because most men don't have rosters. Most men cannot get 2 to 3
they don't
women.
be exceptional men. Like, let me tell you, they don't. They just
if you're saying they're not exceptional men, when I ask for a description of them, you got confused.
They're not all men that make over 6 figures.
This is the thing.
Okay, but we've already acknowledged that it's not always money that makes things tick for women. I'm not of the belief that money is the only thing that's they're attractive. They're attracted to men just like we're attracted to women.
All the men that I ran into, it's just like not the average.
If you look good as a man, right? Because women have aesthetic liking as well. They like beards. They like all kind of stuff. If you look good as a man, you can get somewhere with women. You don't always have to have money. So with that being the case, I'm trying to figure out, BTaylor, who was you talking to? He must have been looking good, or he had money, or both. Is that true or not true? You're talking to an exceptional man in ways that matter to you.
Hey, BTaylor. Hey, BTaylor. Hey,
no. Let her breathe. Let her sit and breathe on that. Okay. She need to take some time and think, because the dude she thinking about, that nigga look good, and that nigga had multiple women because he's an exceptionally looking person. He don't look like us. We regular people.
What?
Okay.
I don't
look
care.
like y'all
Wait,
niggas.
Hold on. I feel like
you got bifocals on. I don't want no smoke for you. You can see into the future with them things. Don't beat me up. I don't want no problem.
Dad said don't let him take off his glasses and get swatted.
He made a sexy face too.
Hey, BTaylor, I'm gonna go. BTaylor, thank you for having me on again. I really appreciate it. I think your shows are great, and I think really there's gonna be a great projection in your shows. Like, you're gonna get some success, and more viewers are gonna view it. I really think it's really great conversations. I really love your personality, and I just think it's very entertaining. So thank you for having me on here. I appreciate it. It's Dark Lake Revive for anyone in the chat. And I just would like to just say one thing, if you will allow me. Kelly Connection, right? I just want to put something in cement real quick. Okay, I'm going to read something to you. Okay, may I? Are you okay with it? If I read something to you? Okay, Genesis 3. Now the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, did God really say, you must not eat from any tree of the garden? The woman, Eve, said to the serpent, we may eat fruit from the trees in the garden. But God did say, not Adam, God did say, you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. Now, this is Eve speaking to the serpent. So she 100% knew that she wasn't supposed to do it, and she knew the message came from God. Okay, so you want to ask, so a lot of black women want to ask, right, why black men have left the church? Because of pastors like your father who give this really, I'm sorry, let me just backtrack.
Dark Lake, you're crossing the line.
But yeah, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. I get kind of passionate. But when you have a pastor who's projecting this idea that Eve didn't know what the rule was, and I'm sorry, I'm just passionate about how the Bible is perceived.
You was on the up.
That's all it is. I'm sorry. I was a sneak attack. I understand.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Dark Lake, hold on. Was that a shot? Were you talking about Kelly's dad?
No. Kelly said that her father's a pastor, and he was projecting an idea.
Hold on. We're gonna have respect for her father.
I'm not disrespecting her father. I'm not disrespecting her or her father. Right? I was in my emotions a little bit. Okay. That's why I stopped myself.
Go ahead and give an apology for that, because her dad, we're gonna honor her dad and his life and the life that he lived here on this earth. So let's please
Hey Kelly, I apologize for going a little too far about your father. My father passed away when I was 16. So I understand the respect that fathers deserve. Okay. The passion that I was feeling wasn't an attack to your father. I believe in narratives, right? And you don't know me very well, but a lot of people who know me in these spaces, they know that I attack narratives that I think is harmful to the Black community. Okay, so I'm passionate about it. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I believe you're speaking of the last time we were on the show and we were talking about Adam and Eve. Yes?
Right. Yes.
So
correct.
what I was talking about, I don't think I ever got to fully make my point because there's a lot of cutting in and all out. But what I was talking about was the fact that Eve was deceived by the serpent because he was purposely being deceptive to her. And you even just read it. She said, oh yeah, we're not allowed to eat the fruit, which is what was said, right? That's what God said. But then the serpent said, did he say you're not allowed to eat it or touch it? And that's where the deception came in. He threw in that extra word. God never said you can't touch it. He said, don't eat it. So when he said, oh, you can't eat it or touch it. So when she went to touch it, she's like, look, you touched it. Nothing happened. So maybe nothing will happen when you eat it. So there was a deception because he threw in an extra word that she was confused on. So that's what I was talking about she didn't get to hear it directly from God because God gave the instruction directly to Adam. So he deceived her in the fact that she wasn't sure exactly what was going on, but Adam did know. And I never said she didn't do anything wrong. She was actually deceived. So that is what the Bible does say. It says she was deceived, but Adam sinned. So I don't know what point you're trying to make.
Well, yeah, no.
Oh, none now, apparently.
Sorry.
It's a special skill, BTaylor. It's a special skill. Don't worry.
Only a select few have gained this talent.
Aaron, you did that?
No, it wasn't me.
Hey, look, sniping. The snipers is sniping.
Hey,
the snipers snipe. Hey,
you talking? Yeah, look.
Soon as she opened that shit up, they came.
The moment he said something.
I had to get him with that one because he talked about Kelly's dad, and I was like, I don't play that. I went into
that was foul.
I think that men have to understand that it's different for men and women. Like Cheeky, you're right. So handsome men who have money, maybe tall men, etc., whatever they have that give them the juice. Shout out to Gucci Man. If you had a sauce, right, then you're gonna have like multiple women, right? It is what it is, and all men don't have that. Just like we can't sit up here and say that the women that's on the panel today, you can find them on any corner in any hood. No, that's a lie, right? So with that being said, those men that you're talking about, the men who have all the ones, eventually those men are going to want to settle down with a woman, right? And guess what? It's going to be the ones that look like the ones on here now. And all of them are going to be competing. That's just what it is. And that's why I know guys hate when I say it, but when I talk about the Leslie Jones effect, they hate when I talk about that, right? Because a lot of men are not just going to just date in a lane. And sometimes that's your lane. Like your lane might be unattractive. Your lane might be somebody, and not that she's unattractive, but she's attractive on your level, right?
Right,
and,
I agree.
And sometimes people date above their level, right? Or they try to, and it don't work out. I do believe that at the end of the day, to answer your question earlier, Cheeky, all men don't have rosters, but they can. Like you can have a roster right now, Cheeky, if you wanted to, right? It might not be 5 Kellys, it might not be 5 BTaylors, but you could have a roster. I can't
have a roster because I just don't have the patience or the emotional stamina.
Exactly, and that's another thing too. I don't think most of us, like me, I'll be 33 this year. I don't have time to date multiple different women, but I can. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. So women can do it. They can date multiple men. They have the skill, but men don't have the skill.
I think men have the skill. I just think after a while, Aaron, like we just don't have the patience for it. Like unless you really out here, especially if you had sex and you've been having like Aaron, I've been sexually active since I was a teenager. I'll be 33 now. So it don't matter what the new bad woman that I come across, like she can't really show me nothing that another beautiful woman haven't shown me. Do I want her for other reasons? That's the only reason why I'm gonna keep her around at this age in my life. But when I was Cheeky age, it was different. I wanted to knock down box. That's why I said I think it's different.
You said any man can have a roster, right? BTaylor, do you see that video I put up?
Yeah, I got you. Okay,
Can you just bring it up for 2 seconds?
So I just left the restaurant after waiting 30 minutes for a date to show up. And apparently I got stood up. I don't know what to say. Like I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman. I brought flowers. I've been consistent talking with this girl for 2 weeks, trying to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. I made plans. I picked the restaurant, the day, and the time.
Yeah,
we went through this video already.
Okay, wait, hold on, because I would like to say something about this video. I've been stood up before. Okay. I've been not like I showed up to the event, but I've been stood up as in, hey, we're gonna go here on this day. So that day I woke up like, hey, I'm going out today. And I kind of prepare myself mentally, but I will always follow up with like, hey, are we still going out? And if it seems like it's not going that way, then I'm just gonna keep on going with my day and just ignore him.
That's not stood up, BTaylor. Like you told the whole story.
That's not stood up. And also, if he was with me, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like,
thinking somebody to be there for 30 minutes, that stood up.
No, that stood up because I was getting my nails done and like I was getting prepared for the night, like to go out, and then it just
you got canceled on.
I got canceled on, but that's
not being stood up.
He got
stood up means
Trigger
like
Mike.
this was in a
Daryl,
you said you was on the way.
That guy can have absolutely. Because listen, I don't want to bring too much stuff out, right? But if I was to bring that guy to like with me, if we was to really go out, I can take him to different hoods.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was the only one that noticed that. I think he just didn't follow up.
Then y'all joking at his pain. This is what we talk.
I laughed at him too, Cheeky. I laughed at him too.
Look at you.
He's a fucking loser.
However, so she can laugh.
I'm not.
First of all, my microphone is live, so therefore, and nobody had to go off camera to laugh. Thank you kindly. I think that
would you film yourself after you?
And then Raw B is laughing too. Y'all don't care about men emotions.
I'm not laughing at this man.
This Indian woman.
Haram. That was fake though.
Haram.
He can have
I'm not laughing at his face. I swear to God.
Somebody said that was a comedian and it wasn't real. I heard that today somewhere.
Exactly, and he should have a roster.
He should not got off camera.
His eyes were super cockeyed.
Hey, let me be real. You know what I think? You know what I think?
I'm sorry, like I'm saying, Trigger Mike, he could have a roster of 5 Leslie Jones today.
Not 5 Leslie.
No, because even Leslie Jones has standards.
I'm not even gonna dispute that.
Okay,
fine. Poor Ting Ting. I'm sorry, poor Ting Ting. Like, look, I don't know.
I was watching Kelly on Cruise Season, and she was talking about like how some men like think they get a lot of good vagina, but they don't get what she had called in that video quality vagina, right? Some of you men are not getting quality vagina, right? And it's okay. You can have a rotation of non-quality women. I mean, Kelly, I'm not trying to like make your argument mine. I'm just saying some of you women.
I'm just saying he could. Who knows? Well, first of all, it's certain men that will hit you up, and you can tell off back they lack confidence, they lack self-esteem, they lack self-worth. They don't even know how to socially talk to you. So that women can see that, like. When a man lacks all of that, women can see that. It's not even about the nervousness. It's about just you lacking a lot of things that make a man attractive and approaching you. Because if you're iffy as a man approaching me, I'm going to be iffy about you. You know, so that's game for men. Like you approach a woman without confidence, she's not going to be confident to say yes in you. And that's me giving y'all game. Like a man like that, he probably was huh?
How many men you think have lack confidence? Just out of curiosity.
I think a lot of men lack confidence.
What is a lot?
So what makes you think they got a roster? You're only proving my point.
I don't think that a lot of okay. I'm gonna tell you.
No. Look, every single time. No. This is what happens a lot of times. You don't realize how much or how little you think of men until it's the man you like treat you wrong. Most of these men can't treat you wrong because they can't even get to the room. But yet you want to make every single problem the general man's problem when it's a specific man. The niggas y'all like look greater than a lot of y'all. Y'all like men that look better than y'all.
I don't like men that look prettier.
A lot of y'all like men that look better than y'all, and y'all get mad because other girls like them. Go deal with niggas.
Okay. I ain't gonna cap. I do like pretty boys.
Go deal with the cockeyed nigga. Go deal with the cockeyed nigga in the video. I promise you, no girl gonna be fighting.
I don't like pretty boys no more.
First of all, every woman about her womanhood should have a fly man.
Like, if you know you that girl, your
No
man
what
should
come with
look
that
good.
fly man. Y'all be saying
Listen,
no what come
cheeky,
that bees, no
hold
what
up,
come with the
hold
fly
tight.
man.
Hold tight, cheeky. Because at the end of the day,
Okay, I got
people
you.
should get their appetite wherever they get their appetite. It's not about where you get your appetite, it's about where you eat. Sure, holla at them. That's that means that other people want you. That's what's up. And you make the choice to come back. Sure, holler at her. That means that other people want her, but she's making the choice to come back. The reality is a lot of people in relationships don't have enough confidence to deal with that. You have enough confidence to sit back at the bar, having, a glass of water, shut out the Aaron, and watch somebody try to holler at you, with yours, and watching them brush them off like, nah, I'm good. That's anyway, y'all. Yeah, let me Okay, quit. well, Y'all not about that.
Come back on camera, Indian woman.
Okay, wait, hold on. As a woman, I will admit, as a woman, I will admit that my younger mindset, right, was I wanted the guy that the girls wanted because it made me feel like a winner. Like, oh, I got him. Like, out of all the other girls, like, oh, I'm special. Oh, I got his attention. So yes, like, it does matter that we get the top dog out of the women that want the man. So yes, that. But when you get like more mature, like, you just worry about the connection and attraction in your own way.
Good
Not if
night,
everybody
Kelly.
else think he's attractive.
How
I've
old is
dated
more
guys where
mature?
people were like, "Why are you dating him?" And I was like, "Cause I like him."
How old is more mature, by the way?
More mature, I would say over the age of 25, because at 25 and lower, I was aiming for the guys that were popular, and when I did get them and got their attention, I was like, "Oh, I'm that girl." But that was just in my head as like a young
Listen.
girl.
Have a good
That
night,
might have
Kelly.
been 1970s numbers. Today's woman is not actually that mature until 40 plus.
Are you going, Kelly?
I'm being real.
Go on,
What?
insert.
Trigger might go ahead jumping
Good
out the
night,
window.
Kelly.
I'm
Good
not
night.
jumping
See you,
out.
Kelly.
I
Nice
swear
having
this.
conversation with you and your sister. Y'all are dope.
Yeah,
Bye,
I'm
honey.
about to go, guys, too. All right. So thank you for
You're
allowing me up
sleepy
to
for
just
a
I
minute.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
And
I'm
holler
gonna
at
end
you
up
guys
wrapping
later.
up before Jay Prince go live, because
Yeah, you don't have to, because
who
we're
knows?
gonna have to go over there.
Who
Venus,
knows
I'm not
what Jay
jumping out the
Prince?
window. I'm
Who
dead
knows
serious.
what Jay
I'm dead
Prince
ass.
got
BTaylor
tonight?
set me up for this, and I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Look, I don't know what I'm about to get from Jay Prince. He may say I set him up again. I don't know.
He is gonna say that.
Any last thoughts? Because I feel like none of the men really proved me wrong on why women shouldn't have rosters.
Look, you can have nobody
Because we
said you
don't
couldn't have
disagree.
rosters.
We don't disagree.
We just think
That's
there's
like
ethics
saying,
behind rosters.
but that's like saying we want you to put all your eggs in your own basket. That's like saying we want our daughters to only have one viable prospect that might leave and
Okay.
change his mind. What I said was the dating arena is not anything for a woman. If you are courting multiple men whom a man you trust and people that know better than you, that are in real relationships like you want to be in, if they are helping you vet these men and you are in a true courting process, absolutely have a roster of dudes. But it does not work to a woman's benefit in the dating game. I've literally seen, and all of us have homegirls, right? That admit to us that, well, they were only giving one ass to this one dude, but then I really started liking the other. Then I felt him got to get to it, so I had to give him the ass too. That's what dating does.
Okay, so
You feel
somebody
what I'm
said, so Kai actually have a great question, and it ties into what Trigger Mike has says. Kai says, how long should the roster be? I'll say for my experience is that the roster, you're saying dating, and I look at it like commitment, right? Like, commitment would be, I'm committed to you, you're my girl, we're taking the next phase of relationship because I could potentially see you as my wife. So I'm going to make you my girlfriend so we can continue on exclusively being together. I'm going to commit to you. You're going to commit to me until marriage, right? Because you're going to show me during that time frame, can you actually commit? Can you actually be faithful? Can you actually be a husband? Can I actually be a wife? So I say for me is that my thing when I was out is that I would date for probably I would date you for 3 months. And if it doesn't go anywhere past 3 months, you are either friend zoned or you're cut off. I would not date anybody longer courting somebody or the talking phase longer than 3 months, because I feel like men know what they want quickly than women. Men know what they want quicker. So if you're talking to a woman for 3 months, consistently dating her, taking her out, and you have yet to make her your girlfriend, she's not probably what you want, and you're looking for something else. That's been my experience. That's been my friend experience. I've studied this. I've went through this. I know. So if I talk to you and it's been 3 months and I'm like, hey, then I'm going to say, hey, where are we headed? And you say, I'm just going with the flow. How many women have heard that? I'm just going with the flow. I don't want no pressure. I'm just chilling. I'm relaxing. What you mean? We just chilling. Then you need to cut his ass off because he's not sure about you. Because I've seen men meet women less than a month or less than 2 months, and they'll make them their girl because they know what they want. There are some women who got married very quickly because men know what they want. So women, we do not have time to waste after 3 months. So during that 3-month period, you're either rotating or you're getting into a relationship.
But it all depends.
I agree.
What if a man?
Of course you
What if
agree,
a man
Daryl.
has? So think about this. I think this is one of those things where women want to have the upper hand to have it their way. Because what if a man is dating 2 quality women at the same time and he actually doesn't know which one he wants?
Make a choice, nigga.
For the woman. That's
So this is
So
the
if you're
thing.
courting multiple men and I'm courting multiple women, do I have to acquiesce to your time 90-day demand, or can I actually take time to get to know your true values and characteristics, meet your families, go on to all that type of
If
stuff?
you don't know in 90 days, I don't really like. Nah.
That's
Not-
the
whoa,
thing.
whoa.
That's the
Whoa.
thing. That's the thing. Hold on, real quick, right? Because I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Robbie.
Number one,
90
I'm
day
never
fiance
asking.
or no? Okay.
Or no. I'm never asking no dude like where it's headed and what are we doing. Like I have a date in my head. If I don't see certain progress by said date, he goes on hide alerts, and then after that he slowly gets tapered out to block. That's number one. Number two, 3 months is it's rushy a little bit for me. For me, I believe you should give someone 4 full seasons, because in the course of a year, you're going to see the different things that someone goes through. You got to deal with somebody when they are going through like death in the family.
But
and
that's
everybody
when
listen, because everybody that's dating right now is a little bit advanced age. So we got to start dealing with reality, right? People's parents pass away, family members, whatever. You got to see how they respond in that situation. In the space of a year, there's usually going to be some type of financial hardship. You got to see how he's going to respond in that situation. He's got to see how you're going to respond in that situation. You have to put down like real roots. And this is why a lot of people's relationships don't last for a long time, because the foundation is real shaky. You ever try to pour cement or watch when they pour cement? It'll look like it's dry. Somebody will walk across it, and now there's a footprint left in it. So now they got to re-pour it because it's not leveled out. But when it's left to dry fully and it dries intact, it can't be destroyed unless you really put a lot of effort to destroy it. A lot of people is
A year is a lot of time to waste, though. Like they have
that is a lot of time to waste without commitment.
Wait. So what?
That work out. People have like a
So
year.
can I say this, Shiki, real quick?
Then you spend another year
at the Venus.
That's what I'm saying. Get in a relationship. That's how you'll really be able to see that person. Because if you're not in a relationship with that person, you're not getting to know their family. Like, why are you I'm not bringing you around my family if you're not my man.
So,
like, you're not.
But this is.
I kind of get.
This is
I'm starting to think.
Hold on, Trigger Mike. Let me
go ahead,
please respond, because I do.
Yeah, Robbie first.
Go ahead.
This is the thing about the year, and I know, ladies, I know y'all like Robbie, sis, you tripping, be quiet, brother. No, because there's a natural flow to relationships, right? Which is why I say I don't really bring up the conversation. I just watch how things go. If you're dealing with someone for a year, naturally, if they're your person, they're your lobster, you start texting more, you start talking more, you start spending more and more time, you're around each other, you start meeting people because y'all are going places together. A lot of people want to push the narrative of friendship of relationship before they push the narrative of friendship. If somebody not your friend, how you ever gonna have a relationship with them?
BTaylor, at what point do you feel like in a relationship do you owe some or at the dating stage do you owe somebody some kind of loyalty? Or maybe all the ladies can answer that question, because in my opinion, now that I'm older, I feel like unless a man shows you that he's intentional about, like you said, marrying you, dating you, taking care of you, providing for you, protecting you, committing to you, then you don't really owe him no loyalty. I think it's vice versa. That's my
I don't
opinion.
owe him no loyalty until he puts it until he puts that in place of, hey, I'm gonna be loyal to you. This is the thing. I agree with Robbie saying. I think it's that on my platform, I've had women reach out to me and said, I've been talking to this guy for a year and a half and he has yet to commit. I'm confused because I've invested all this time. I don't want to let it go because women will not leave a relationship based on time invested. No matter how trash that relationship is, women will not leave if we spent too much time investing. So that's why I give the 90-day rule, because the longer we stay, the longer it is hard to leave, because I've heard so many women be in bullshit ass relationships and they say, I've invested so much time, I refuse to give it to another woman. So they stick around and stay for it in hopes that that man will commit to them.
You know what the common denominator is in most of these situations that end up bad for women? Sex.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm pro roster for a woman in the courtship process. It's all your game, and it's all designed for you to win.
I don't believe that women should have sex during.
Exactly. If you leave sex out of it, you don't feel as invested.
Yeah.
You see what it's
the problem is
he took something from you. Now you want something in return.
It don't matter. No. It don't matter if you don't have sex. This is the issue this is the rare moments when men don't have a voice. But if you don't have sex with women, some women will disqualify you. If you don't have sex with women, they'll make the same statement. I spent all of this time not realizing you spent just as much time in a relationship with them. They don't there's no one-to-one comparison.
No, when sex to women is very, very serious. So like if we give sex to you, a lot of women don't want to admit. Wait, hold on. No, I'm saying a lot of women won't admit this. They'll have sex with you in hopes you'll commit to them. Yep. They'll have sex with you and hope that they'll commit. So that's why I tell women
this position.
Don't have sex while you have a roster. You should not be sleeping with anybody on your freaking roster. Let the man do it.
Y'all keep making it seem as if women just don't desire casual sex or just sex.
Wait, hold on. No, we don't desire casual sex. We desire pleasure. We desire sex and intimacy. But we know that we don't want to do that.
That's not true. That's not true. Stop making it seem like
ladies and gentlemen.
Because women just have this idea about sex. It's not true.
Robbie, thank you for coming.
All right,
no, wait. What do you mean that women we want casual?
For example, there are plenty of women that enjoy casual sex, and they will be the first. They will be the first to tell you that. There are women that I've dealt with that have stopped dealing with me simply because I wouldn't have sex because they have sexual needs as well. Sex is not a one-way street. Y'all keep acting like sex for women is not supposed to be just as pleasurable, just as however they want it, because it is. They like it just like men do.
Women, okay, this is the thing. I'm not saying women don't want sex. Women do want sex, but we know when we have sex, that is the greatest thing we're giving you guys. That's why women put their pee on a pedestal, because they know that's all. Like a lot of women, that's all they can give. You know, that's all the greatest thing they can give you. Okay, so they know that, and they're like, I'm gonna have sex with you. A lot of women, first of all, there's a lot of dysfunction going on, so you can't tie into every woman just want to have casual sex. Some women just want to feel wanted.
I didn't say every.
Want to just have fun. Some women want to get that experience. It's different reasons why women want to have casual sex, but I feel like some women will have sex because they really want you to like them. And some of them just want to be. Okay, that's it. I would say
so again, what tends to happen is women tend to put their perception of sex onto other women, not realizing that women as a whole don't view sex the same way that you do. A lot of women have actually ventured out their mindset towards sex to something more pleasurable and casual because that's today's dating market. So whenever we start talking about
trauma, though, I think that women who do sex. No, I'm serious. I think that women.
But BTaylor, I'm not dealing with the cause of it. I'm dealing with the reality of it. The reality is you are somebody who views sex in this way because you have decided to, take on spirituality and heal yourself in what you thought was right. Most women are not quote unquote Christians, are not believers in that sense. So their viewpoint of sex is pleasurable and very simplistic. So when you start adding all these other elements, they don't understand it. They don't want to hear that, because if you ask a woman, would you be celibate for a year? Most of them go, no, I don't think I want to do that, because they like sex too. I don't know why we keep trying to make it seem like sex for women in today's time in 2023 is not something that they do casually because they just like it.
But Cheeky, we can't agree that if a woman really liked you and she thought that you were going to marry her and make her Mrs. Banter, she would wait that year.
Bandits.
Yeah, Cheeky. She would wait that year. She would wait that year to become Mrs. Cheeky Bandit.
But what if it doesn't take 1 year? What if it takes longer than a year?
Why would it take longer than a year?
Yeah, why would it take longer than a year?
Wait. It take longer than a year a lot of times because a lot of the things that happen within that first year, we don't know if it's performative. We don't know if it's true. We got to figure out other things. We got to vet your family. Right. You don't realize. I don't think y'all realize how much goes into actual dating. Like I don't think y'all realize all the moving parts.
Wait, Venus, let's let you go.
Y'all just been talking. So I'm being realistic. What the hell takes more than a year? Like, as an adult, we're grown. We're not kids. At this point, you should have some idea of the things you like, you don't like, what you require, what you can't deal with, et cetera, because you've had a couple of failed relationships, right? What are you taking more than a year to know? Like, what do you need? At that point, you should have done all of that stuff you said I want to vet the family. All of these things that a lot of people really don't do. But okay, let's go with that. I want to vet the family.
How long? Go ahead.
So I will say this though.
Hold on, wait. She wasn't finished.
My bad.
No, my whole thing is I don't understand the concept of giving each person 4 seasons as if you have your whole life to waste. Yeah. That doesn't make sense to me. Now, if they don't know within the first year if they want to be with you, I'm sorry, that's a waste of time. Complete waste of time. Like I wouldn't even 3 months.
When I was saying a year, I was talking about being in a relationship. I wasn't talking about dating as in like just talking or trying to figure it out.
So you're saying you would need more than a year to know if you want to marry somebody?
In a relationship, yes. A year is a short amount of time in my head. For forever? I don't think y'all realize.
See how men have time to waste, ladies? You see how men have time?
I was actually going to say that, BTaylor. I was going to say that this is really indicative of how time is relative between men and women.
I was about to say
we'll take the year. The year ain't shit. For real, because we got nothing but time. So I think in a woman's head, she has to play the game a lot smarter. And I think one of the reasons a lot of women are so on edge is because I think when you get later in age, you realize some women should have took this more seriously in their 20s, because this is the way the game ultimately needs to be played. Because even if you do it 100% the right way, there is no guarantees, right? So it may not be you. Remember, women leave relationships, not men. It may not be him that's not committed, right? It may be you.
And can I say one last thing too? Because you guys seem to think it's only women and that men have this unlimited time. That's not true. Like if you look in nursing homes, there's a lot of alone men. And part of why they're alone is because they're the type of men who thought they could play around their whole life and never have a wife.
Who gave you this info? Sukiana?
No. Nurse Fancy was just on my panel 2 days ago. Wait,
he was talking about nursing homes and I was like, God damn.
Where can I ever finish? I've been quiet. Like, damn.
Go ahead.
Nurse Fancy was on my panel 2 days ago. She's a nurse. She told us the same thing. Like, that's not made up. And there's just men in my family that I see for myself who are older and very sick now and no longer independent. And they were attractive men who had a lot of options. But they just felt like, I just want to be free and sleep with everybody. And now that they're not independent, they're very lonely and they get upset if we don't come around often enough. And I know why. It's because they're lonely, right? And you know, that's neither here nor there. But the point is, I've seen it in my family, and you could talk to any medical professional who works in that field. They will tell you the same thing. Like, men have to stop thinking because you'll have sperm forever that you literally have forever. That's not
Venus,
reality.
men don't. So a large majority of men, the reason why we really don't care is because men do that to themselves. The reason why we don't really care if that happens to the men is because they have 100% control over the process. You don't. You don't put a ring on your own. Damn, that's not even true. Women putting rings on their own fingers now. But in a heterosexual relationship, you don't put the ring on your own finger. You have to be proposed to. So women have to get their life in order a lot quicker, right? So a man can say, I'm focusing on career from 20 to 40 and I'll get married at 41. He can actually do that. If I decided not to get married at all, literally all of my exes and most of the girls I messed with in college would literally say yes to a proposal cold out of me not talking to them for years, simply because of the amount of resources I have now. See what I'm saying? So if he wanted to, he could.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we don't really feel sorry for them, because it's always a man's choices that leaves him in the gutter. If he's homeless, we know it's his choices that did that. So that's what I'm saying. For women have to play the game a little smarter. And this year stuff that we're talking about is really real, even in the courtship process. This is why I'll say, if you're courting, make sure you have multiple suitors. Make sure you're setting up meets with your family, because this dude may just decide, no, you know what, the Navy's sending me somewhere, I'm gone. I don't really need a wife right now, and I'm gone. And you still have options, and you didn't invest too much. You definitely didn't give him your body, right? And you're like, you know what, this frees me to give full attention to this one who's been showing effort. I'm fully gonna immerse myself with him. I prefer women be doing this between the ages of 22 and 30.
I want to get Callie Bev. Welcome,
Callie Bev. Hi,
Callie Bev.
Hi. This is her first time on my channel.
Hey,
Welcome.
Callie. Which Callie Bev we getting tonight? Huh? Which one?
I just came up to speak on the year thing. I'm on my bad Bluetooth. Damn it. What you gonna call it? I just came to speak to the whole year thing. I was twerking in the comments or whatever, and I'm just like this. If my husband had proposed to me within a year, it would have been a definite no.
But
I don't know.
You were younger, right?
No, but at
I'm
the same
young.
time, I feel like
Y'all
I don't
old.
know within a year to say that I'm gonna commit the rest of my life to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's only a year. I don't even know you like that. What y'all laughing at? What y'all say? Because I can't hear
No,
good.
we laughing because he called me
No,
old.
she
He was talking to me.
He said we old.
I was thinking that too. Like, damn, we old.
I feel like by the
they don't
time
realize, they keep forgetting how young I really am. But I'm young.
How
So
old are you? How old are you, Cheeky?
Like 23.
I just turned 27. Like,
oh, damn.
just
I don't know about that. No, you ain't that young.
You
I
ain't
thought
that
you was like
young.
23.
You're about to be 30. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Cheeky, you're not
so
that
when
young.
I was 26, 25, that's only 2 years away. I'm closer to 25 than I'm 30. And y'all in y'all 40s. So what are y'all talking about?
No, I'll be 33 this year.
You're
Hey, you
They're not that far in age.
Well,
I
Tiki,
think
no
I'm the
one's
oldest.
telling you that you need to marry someone in a year. Just in my opinion, that whole waiting a year to be in a relationship.
It sounds like that's what y'all
If
saying.
I met somebody and we hit it off and and it's going great, I wouldn't mind him proposing within a year.
Yeah, me either. I don't get it.
But see, y'all, but again, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all are putting standards for y'all onto other people. In a year, in a year, in the concept of eternity is not that long to my head. If I say, hey, I plan on marrying you, and I spend a year trying to make sure that your family's okay, my family's okay with this, me and you are okay with this. There's a whole bunch that goes into the relationship that needs to be thought about. And every time somebody says a year, every time I hear it from women, they tend to be a little older. I'm not gonna lie. They don't be my age.
As you get older, that's gonna change, though.
Let me tell you who I would marry within a year. I would marry a woman I knew from the past, a woman I knew in college or high school.
I was about to say,
I spent years vetting her already. I know her character. I know her parents. Like, everything is already kind of built that way. I would marry somebody from my past within a year. Everybody else is doomed. If y'all want to know why I think the divorce rate is what it is, there's a significant amount of women that get that romance feel like, oh, I just met him, he's so great. That's not real. We're learning that that's very dangerous for women to do, because what do women say ultimately at the divorce stage? This nigga just switched up on me. I don't know him at all. You see what I'm saying? Is because you're trying to dedicate your life to someone you don't really know.
I definitely get what you mean, Trigger Mike. But let me say this: so, at my age, and because I already have children, there's different life experiences I already have. I know how it feels to live with a woman. I know how it feels to completely provide for a woman. I've been doing that for years now. So it's different things that once I meet a woman right now, like at this point in my life, I don't have to wait a year in order for me to know if I want a wife. I know I want a wife. Now, bro, when I meet women, I let them know that like on the first date, no cap. I was just out last week, and I said that in the beginning. I want a wife. Like, I understand that you think I'm attractive. We probably going to fucking, if that's the lane that you want to go down. However, I want a wife. If that's not something that you down for, you should probably just leave me alone then, right? I think. I'll go ahead, Venus, please.
I'm sorry, boo. Go ahead and finish.
I think men just got to be more intentional. And Cheeky is younger. I mean, he got a lot of stuff. He don't have any children. There's a lot of things that like forever.
You're 3 years younger than me. Stop.
Oh yeah.
He think he a little boy. Y'all.
He's about, I'm so young. I'm like,
look, y'all. I'm my bad. I'm so used to old people on the internet. I just assume y'all old.
Yeah, no. We're like all around the same age group.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought we was.
Jay Prince, what are you talking about?
I am brown and proud. My thing is, okay, it's like waiting to I expect a actual commitment within a year, no doubt. But like as far as taking that step towards like marriage type stuff, nah, you got to give me at least a year and a half, probably 2 years.
I can accept that.
Probably be about right for me to even consider marrying you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So would you accept, because you said commitment, right? So would you accept an engagement within a year, and then say the next year you guys can plan a wedding, et cetera, plan buying a house, et cetera, all within 24 months?
Nah.
But what age group?
Because you're going into a 30-year mortgage with somebody that you've only known for a year.
That's a good point.
That's actually a very good point. It's actually
that's a good point. I can't fight that.
All right, you don't need to.
Y'all get it when it comes to money, but y'all don't get it when it comes to time.
They get that.
So crazy. Look, this is crazy. I cover this on my show. Women are so logical when it comes to money, but when like y'all get it when it comes to money. The money, 30 years of paying something. Oh, that's a lot. Good night, y'all. I had fun. It was great. BTaylor, I'm glad you invited me.
Yes.
Thank y'all for having me and letting me speak. It was fun. It was all good.
Thank you for coming. I am gonna wrap up because Jay Prince got a thumbnail of me, Sheba, and Kelly talking about light skin privilege. Baby, I am brown. I am proud of my complexion. Baby, ain't nothing about this. Like, I am black and proud. No. I don't know what he got going on.
Where's his thumbnail? I don't see him. I'm on his page right now. I didn't think he was going live.
I see it. He's on it right now.
Like
you gotta get that off his chest.
He gotta get something off his chest. So we're gonna have to pull up my support. We're gonna have to pull up on Jay Prince tonight. But I do appreciate everyone for pulling up. I just gotta play this one last time.
BTaylor set me up for this. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. BTaylor set me up for this. And I'm gonna tell y'all why.
I'm sorry, I gotta keep playing that. Okay, Venus, yes. Shout out your channel, Trigger Mike, Daryl Long, Kylie Beb. This is the first time I've had you on here, so thank you for coming and pulling up. Cheeky Banter as well, if y'all want to like
Cheeky Bandit.
Bandit.
Sorry. I can't.
It's so good.
Where can we find you? Where can we find you, Venus?
Oh, at the Voice of Venus. I'm gonna drop my link in the chat. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Y'all, I'm going to harass Jay Prince because I
Yeah,
saw
I'm about
that
to
video.
harass. I'm about to harass him and a few other people that's live. And Trigger Mike, you find him on the Trigger Mike show at the LaPeep channel as well. Callie Beth, do you have a channel? I'm sorry, do you YouTube?
Yeah, but I don't be doing nothing but posting what I post on my IG. It ain't nothing. I don't even upload that often. It's just me dancing and acting funny. That's all. I don't be doing shit.
Well,
You can find me on IG at BJType98.
Period. Okay, and then Cheeky Banter, what's your official tag where we can find you?
Yeah, just type in Cheeky Banter. I'm the only thing that pops up. So.
All right, then we got Daryl Long, you know, the troublemaker.
Yeah, same guy. I'm out of here. BTaylor, I'll see you at Jay Prince channel, and go light skin, brown skin women, the black woman.
Period. Don't even play with it. Play with it. Play with it. I love my brown cinnamon toast crunch skin. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate a super chat. Shout out to y'all. All the big money makers came through. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all for the cash apps. Like, I don't go live much, so this was a first for me. Yeah, I appreciate it. So I plan to go live a little bit more. But for those who are just now watching, to recap, coming up. So make sure you watch, like, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And thank you. All right, guys. I'm about to head out. Meet me at Jay Prince channel because we about to troll him. All right, go guys.
BTaylor set me up for this. And I'm going to tell y'all why.